don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. What do you want to talk about? Baits?
Yes.
You want to make fun of Darian?
What?
Huh? No, we won't do that. Let's get the chat popped out, Brooks. Get that chat popped out.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Watch the world premiere trailer now on YouTube.
Fast and Usual Suspects are in here.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Watch the world premiere trailer now on YouTube.
Air fryer guys are in here. FYI, I did not break the air fryer. Simon, that is 6 more bass than I caught today. So, what's up, old toad? Wish I would keep doing this many lives a week. Love the Baitman show. Keeps it real. And love hearing all the baits that work for him. Clay, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to go back to work this week, I think. So I won't be able to stream as much at night. I guess I could stream from like 6 in the evening till I had to get ready for work. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm going back. Don't mess with that, bub. But I abandoned the live stream. I went bow fishing for... it was like 14 hours. It was awesome. I got some good clips, so I'm excited to put that video together. I gotta get my video of Matt Robertson done too. So, dude, everybody's been fishing today. Thanks, Eric Williams. Got a 3-pounder, man. I'm glad you went out and got to do some fishing. I did not. I slept. Been catching up. What's up, Armstrong? Custom Carpentry. What's up, Tim Harris? Hope you like the shirt, buddy. Go Vols. Let's talk about big Jeremy Pruitt right there, getting it going. He's getting athletes from everywhere. Watch out, Georgia. Watch out, Florida. Vols are coming. These guys actually signing with us. We're back. All right. Awesome, Nate. I looked on my friend request, so my Xbox tag is Vol of Duty. Type that in there. Got home from having your appendix removed. Prayers out to you, Douglas, man. That's not cool. I hope you're going to be all right. What's up, Chad Simmons? Go Big Orange, my friend. It's been a great week for the Vols. Any info on the Babe Swimbait? Man, I don't know. I know the Babe was supposed to go up this weekend. I'm not sure what's going on. Again, those guys have full-time jobs and everything. Chances are they may have just not finished everything. So be patient. Keep checking. You'll hear from me first or their Facebook page when they go up there. Rich, I really, really appreciate that comment on the podcast with Mark Menendez. Guys, if y'all haven't listened to Baitman Raw with Mark Menendez, go do it. Awesome dude. Mark is a throwback OG fisherman. Talked about some very serious issues. We talked about funny stuff. Mark's a great dude. So I got another Baitman Raw coming this week with Evan Barnes. I actually moved Evans behind to get Mark's up. So Junior is learning. Junior is definitely learning the baits. What's up, St. Cress? So first things first, we're going to give some more stuff away. It's going to be exclusive to YouTube, all right? I'm not going to do... Actually, I'll do YouTube and Instagram. But what I'm going to do is I'll put the post on Instagram and make people come over here to enter. So here's what I'm going to give you. Here's what's going to be the giveaway. This is from Black Dog Baits, guys. You're going to get 2 packs of the Weed Slinger swim bait. So you're going to get a pack of albino ones. And I'm going to give you a pack of the Black Dog Shad, which is kind of like Sexy Shad. So if you don't know about this swim bait, my dude, can I hit the volume up? Man, the volume on my mic is as loud as it goes, Bill. And I really think it's something on your end. Guys, let me know if I'm low because I got my mic turned way up.
I got mosquitoes freaking me out.
So you're going to get 2 packs of these. So this is the Weedless Slinger. Weed Slinger from Black Dog Baits and Thunder Hawk Lures. And it's a, you see you got a line through, goes in here, comes at the bottom, put your little treble hook down there if you want to, or You can even put, you know, like a big EWG hook back here. You're going to get 2 of those.
They smell like
let's see here. What else I'm going to give you in this giveaway? We're going to load you down. You're going to get a Lunker Punker.
This smells like rotten fish.
It smells like rotten fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's show this one to the viewers.
Get all this stuff down for the giveaway, Brooks.
Okay. I showed it to the viewers. This one. That was it, 2 packs.
Okay, they're all... Thank you, Brooks. Hold on. Holy smokes, we should have been a little bit more prepared. Yeah. Woo! I should be more prepared for that. The old man is doing a good job. You show him the baits they're going to get? Yeah, so you'll be able to rig these weedless with a treble. You know, if you're in open water, or you can actually put like a 6/0 EWG. And if you look here, Brooks is going to show you. Look on the back of this bait. See where it's got that little hook slot? That worked. Good job. Good job, Bait Junior. You can hold them out right here, you know, they see the light. That's a good looking. I like that bone color with that little black dot.
Actually, this kind of feels like plastic when you get to here when you feel
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. So, put them back. Then, I'm going to throw in a 5-inch injected Lunker Punker from Black Dog Bait Company. I don't know the color. I don't know if it even says the color. Oh, yeah. IU. Check that guy out in the package. I'll take it out of the package. So, all you got to do after this video, I want you to comment your favorite topwater bait of all time. You comment, you like the you like the video, comment your favorite topwater bait, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you will be entered into this. So there's the 5-inch injected punker. That's sexy right there.
I want to feel the rat. I want to see the rattle.
Listen to that noise. It's going good, Northeast Bassin.
Pretty loud.
Yeah, pretty loud. And then I'm also going to give away in this Black Dog Bait. I'm going to give you a 4-inch shell cracker. This is a G2 OG swim bait right here. OG swim bait.
Wait,
So
I have one, do I? It's all the way over there.
yep, this is like yours that you gave different color. Can't go wrong with bone, guys. So you can wake this, you can bump it, you can burn it. Really like the G2 shell cracker, and that's going to be all that's in the giveaway. So that's a $30 bait. The punkers are $20. That's $50. 2 packs of swimmer. That's about $75 of stuff. Again, to enter this giveaway from Black Dog Bait Company, I tell you what, we're going to throw something else in. Hand me that pack. Hand me those Thunderhawks.
I'll open it.
You open it? Okay, be careful.
What? There's no hooks.
There are no hooks.
Why'd you say be careful?
Because it's hard to open. I'm going to give you throw in a pack of the Thunderhawk shads. Now look at that tail on there. It is like a little hammer. And believe it or not, this thing right here has an amazing vibration. You can put this on a little ball head. Oh man. So, how many different packs I got? Let's give them this pack of shad ones.
Oh, this one.
Okay, you want to give them away that pack? Alright.
Oh, like hammers.
So Baitman Jr.'s V told me you're going to get a pair of these sexy shad Thunder Shads. Oh yeah. Really, really good deal here. These things are cool. Very unique. Thunderhawk Lures, Black Dog Bait Company, they're kind of same deal. Divine Swim Baits on sale at TW. Grab them up, man. Grab them up. Those are good. So that's about a $75 giveaway. Again, after the video, I got to talk. After the video is done tonight and I upload, change the thumbnail, come back tomorrow, make a comment, your favorite topwater bait of all time, smash the like button, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. You'll be interviewed. Eric, you can usually go on their website, and then you can also check out, I think, Thunderhawk Lures. They're kind of two companies that have combined into one, so there's a little marriage going there, and it's got to get finalized. But they're the G2 cracker has been around forever. It's just like an OG swim bait. So anyway, that's what we got going on here. Here, dude, we got to put these back in the pack so we don't lose them. All right.
It's hard for me.
It's hard for you? Well, it's because you put it in here backwards, dude. See how the mold on the package fits the baits?
I actually do have a bait up there that I like.
You have a bait up there you like? What is it?
It's not that hard to get, but...
Oh, okay. Tell us about the bow fishing that went down Thursday night. So we shot a pile of carp. So if y'all weren't checking out the old Instagram, definitely put a hurting on invasive species. So this is what happens after almost 12 straight hours of bow fishing. That's about 500 pounds of invasive species. Didn't really shoot that many big head or Asians, but we shot a lot of grass carp. This one right up here was a giant. Got a lot of stuff on film. Ran out a lot of GoPro batteries, but I've never really filmed bow fishing, so I had to set it up just right and trial and error. But I think we're gonna have some more of that stuff up here. And I haven't shot a bow in like a year, so big red bass. Actually, what we do for the most part, no, I don't take them to the processing plant because they don't take them from bow fishermen, and it's like a 2-hour drive. Usually take them. My buddy takes them, hauls them off, and then he has a guy that takes them and uses them for fertilizer. So works out. Somebody's fertilizing their plants. We're taking care of the invasive. What do you got there, Baitman Jr.? What kind of bait you want to show everybody? A jackal chop cut. So that's
I like it.
You like it? So jackal chop cut. Baitman Jr. likes. Got that big prop blade on the front. Makes a lot of noise. It doesn't cast very good, but it's a very noisy top water. Don't have a lot of rattles, but hear that clang, clang, clang.
50 donation.
Tom Milks, appreciate that $5 make you holler man on the dono. Baitman Jr. pointed out. Thank you, Baitman Jr. for paying attention. Here you go. Yeah, here's the thing about the harvest Asian carp. They don't have any positive value at all.
Yep, that's...
I mean, the guys that are wrangling them in nets, they're getting like 18 cents a pound or something like that. But I would totally, we need to get them out any way we can. So I'll tell you this: I could bow fish for them all night and shoot 200 a night, and it would never even put a ding in it.
Keep this in the packet.
But the grass carp, we've got a lot of grass carps. Most I've seen in quite a while. It takes one to get about. That big one I shot about 5 years. But what's up, Tony Parsley? But for the most part, anything we shoot's junk fish. And I don't know if I've got any footage. The water was really dirty, but I got in some real clear water at one point, and I seen the biggest freaking red ear I've ever seen in my life. It was literally almost as big as my arm. I thought it was a smallmouth on the bed, and then the closer we got to it, it was a big giant red ear. Seen about 20 bass. Didn't see any on the beds. Seen a lot of gizzard shad. So that's one reason I like going bow fishing. We may have to shut that door. The bugs are flying in here. Okay.
So mosquitoes.
What is my favorite Tennessee-made bait? Well, if I'm going crankbait, I'm probably going to go with one of the. Whoa, Baitman Jr. just knocked us around a little bit. I'll fix it though.
I didn't mean to.
It's all right. It's all good. Favorite Tennessee-made bait? Probably Hog Farmer A-Rigs, or I'm going to go with the East Tennessee Craig Powers crankbaits. Really like them. those sterile grass carp will outlive you, Michael. I got a buddy that's got a lake, and he's had some in there for 40 years, and they just keep going. Can I start over? Man, I'd love to. If you're just getting in here, Black Dog Bait Companies, I'm going to send you 2 packs of these. We're going to have a contest. 2 packs of the Weed Slingers. A little hot on the video tonight. Then I'm going to send you a G2 cracker. Swim bait. And then we got to put the baits back in the box, Brooks. You lost the bait. Where'd it go? Go put it over.
I'll put it.
And then I'm also going to put in a G2 punker, Topwater Bait, and a pack of these guys right here. So all you gotta do, Drummer Troy, comment on the video after it gets done processing tonight, probably sometime tomorrow, your favorite Topwater Bait, and I'll pick a random winner. Huh?
And subscribe.
Yeah, and subscribe if you have. Now we gotta put these back in the box, okay? Don't get too much stuff off there, okay?
There's a mosquito in here.
I know there is. Yeah, dude. So to answer a few questions, we had that drawing last night. So I draw 3 people, and how I explain the rules: I draw someone from Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and then I put their names in a hat, and then Baitman Jr. draws a name for the grand prize. So 1 person from each social media. That's the only way I can do that really fair. I wish I had enough stuff where I could give a winner to everything. Maybe I can do that, divide some stuff up next time. So. Dude, the prawn's a great bait, man. So, again, if you guys order anything from 6 Cents website, screenshot me the order. I'll share it on Instagram or whatnot. Use my code BAITMAN. You'll get 10% off. And I'm going to enter you into a random drawing for a Super 6 sack. Oh, my goodness. Epic Eric up in the chat. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Eric, give me a topic. Let's go. Anything but ledge fishing. I'm saving that for about a week or 2. I'm going to do an auction too, man. I got some stuff I need to move, and I'd like to make a donation somewhere. So when we do an auction here, we're going to give 50% of it over here. Talk about the spawn. Talk about the spawn. So it's going down a little bit here, Eric. You know, I was telling the guys, I've been out here bow fishing the last little bit. And I didn't see a lot on the bed, but I've seen a lot of bass up shallow, man. And it's crazy when I started seeing the bluegills. I've seen a lot of bluegill beds, and those bass beds would be right around. I don't want to admit this, but my buddy just shot a really big buffalo, and you know I had it on film, and I turned around, we're coming out of this creek, and I said, "There's another one." And I drew back. And at the moment of letting go, it turned and I seen lateral line. So I just fired off into a bush. And I'm telling you, this was a 6 to 8 pound bass. It was freaking shoulders. And she was just sitting there. She never moved after I flung the arrow. Missed her on purpose. That was a big one. And we were way back. I'll tell you guys where we were. I don't care. I went as far back in Little River on Lake Barkley as you can about get. I hardly ever go back there. And you can get lost, but dude, it was crazy. You guys want me to pull Eric in here and see if we can get Epic Eric into the stream? If Eric's willing, I'm willing. My headphones are ready. I have done a little kayak fishing. I would like to get another one. O-Town is awesome. My headphones are ready, Eric. Are you down? See if I can pull you in here. Uh-oh. Give him a minute and it's on. All right. I'm trying to sell Travis Manson's boat for him. So I've got this group on Facebook called Bass Boats for Sale, All Accessories and Dealers. And long story short, I've got Travis's boat in there, and I've had a lot of people going there. Steve Hardy, yeah, I'll go over the bow setup. So my buddies I was with, they shoot Oneida Ospreys. They shoot about 40 pounds. Not too. You don't really need a 60-pound bow to go bow fishing. So we like lightweight, 30 to 40 pounds. I shot a recurve, and I never shoot a recurve. So it took me a few fish to really get dialed in. I kind of had a poor night shooting for me. I think I shot about 9 fish total. Uh-oh, Eric's calling. I'm going to answer this call.
What's up, man?
All right, Chief, I'm going to try to get you in here. Hold on.
Cool, man.
All right, Chief.
Eric's calling. See if I can get him in here.
Cool, man.
Eric's calling. See if I can get him in
Oh,
here.
Cool,
he's
man.
in the stream. Let's see if I can hear him.
Let me turn that.
All right, can you hear me, Eric? Because I can't hear
go
you.
on.
But we're going to get you in here. Your video is playing, that's for sure. CPU usage is high. Let me close some stuff out real quick. Close window. I'm gonna get the audio going here in just a second. We got Eric in the stream. We're gonna fix that. We'll fix the audio here.
Glitching out.
All right, can y'all hear Eric? Can you hear me? I can't hear Jack. I can hear you now. I had my headphones turned off. Let me fix your audio real quick. All right, talk for me, Eric.
That's right, man.
Okay, I can hear you a little better now.
How about it?
I'll get this thing.
You got me now?
How come I pulled you into the stream and it like worked like a champ, and then last week we fought with it for like 30 minutes, and then finally, I don't know.
Yeah, you're going good now, man.
All right, I think
What's up, Baitman Jr.?
Say what's up, Eric.
Hi.
Hi. That wasn't very friendly. You gotta be like, what's up, Epic Eric? So, Eric, I watched a video with you and Travis Manson in Alabama, and I tried to dissect you on that speed crawl. I saw that. Smoked that one off the bed.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, that's right, in Alabama. I sound like Mac. Call you back, man? Because I guess I'm choppy right now. I don't know if I got a bad line or what.
Hold on. Let me try to.
I sound like Max Headroom.
Yeah.
I'm echoing, apparently.
Let me see if I can fix that. Settings.
Sorry.
Alright, talk now.
Hello, how's that, everybody?
Yeah, that's better.
Better? Okay, that sounded better. El Chapo. Yep, choppy, no echo. It looks like I'm better. I'm streaming better now, too. Maybe my 5G.
Yeah.
I always bring the 5G.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I always get on to the 5G. Someone says there's some echo, but
yeah.
I'm not
You
really
sound way
worried about
better
it.
now, man. You were choppy before, so I think we might be good. I hope so. It'll catch up. Okay, everybody's saying, well, good, slight echo.
We're just gonna have to. We'll just have to.
If it's bad, I pop off, man. I don't want to interrupt your stream, but yeah, I just come down here in the Bass Lab, man, and I'm like, let me see what's good on YouTube, and I'm like, Baitman Live, I'm jumping in, at least watching.
They said just a little echo. Let's go into it. Do what I did one time to fix it. Man, I know I hit something in here one time, and it like fixed it instantly, but it took me forever to figure exactly what that app is.
You tell me what you click, and I'll write it down. It's good now.
Okay.
It's good. Don't go. Sounds good now. Okay.
That's all I need to know.
I think there's like a 30-40 second delay. You know what I mean? So there you go. All right. Cool, man.
Let's talk about the spawn. What's the spawn like there in Maryland?
Dude, man, I talked to my buddies. They were out on the river today, man, and it was a slow grind, man. At first, I didn't catch up with them afterwards, but you know, as the tide went lower, it kind of sucked the dirty water. We got like 3 inches of rain here, man, on Friday, and it sucked the dirty water out of the backs of the creek, and it muddied up the bays where the fish they've moved up. Water temp was 58 this morning, so it climbed to like 60. Yeah. And I had a couple sticks on the river, including Billy Kramer, who I fished Battle of the Border with last year. I mean, that dude's a river rat. He's one of the best river rats I know. And he was sitting on a 0 like at noon. So, really? Yeah, but as the water was coming in, the tide flipped, and it was bringing the cleaner water into the bays. So we'll see, man. I think it's a flipping bite. He had been throwing moving baits. I was talking to my other buddy. He scored a couple on the Chatterbait in the morning, Tim McGlenn. I think he's going to buy my bass boat, so we'll see, man. Yeah, I got my Skeeter up for sale, man.
Let's talk a little bass boats, Eric.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everyone loves bass boat talk. I think Travis made a pretty good point the other night to you.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell his nitro.
That's right.
You know, I got this bass boat group, and people dog nitro so bad on there, but the last 2 I've been in, they're not bad boats at all. I mean, like Travis says, you can do anything in a nitro, you can do anything else. If you're wanting to fish out of it, it's a good fishing boat. Yeah, I mean, I've been in it, I've ridden in it, and it's way drier than his Legend. You know, it was a comfortable ride. I mean, we didn't see like huge water or anything like that. So we'll see. I mean, you know, he's getting a new one this year, right? It's already been delivered. I think his deal on the old one fell through. So I'm not sure what the guy's going to do, man. So I talked to him today, and, you know, I think PA's opening up. Maryland hopefully open up here soon. So, but I'll tell you, if I was to buy a new boat, man, I think I might switch. I might go to the Phoenix, dude. Dude, Phoenix is a good boat.
I've been super impressed. So let me ask you a question. So I wondered why it was such an awesome ride in rough water, because I rode in Greg DePalma's Phoenix, Jason Burrows, who's just an absolute stud down at Clarks Hill, and Hartwell. I mean, the guys won like 400K in 5 years. I mean, the dude is mopping up down there. And the first 3 tournaments they fished together, they got, 4 second places, and they just won this last weekend. But he's got a Phoenix too. And they supposedly, sound off everybody if you understand this one. They leave the boat in the mold for like, a couple days. They don't pop it out, so it has a chance to cure.
Yes. Yep.
So each hull is consistent. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I haven't been to the plant. The Phoenix dealer here, shout out to ACS Marine. They're really good people. Yeah. They've got some good deals. If you're looking for Phoenix and you don't mind driving, Eric, I can get you the hookup on a demo.
Yeah.
And from what I know, what you just talked about is true. They have a very consistent hull. There's not a lot of variations. They don't have a lot of issues either. You know,
right.
I mean, my Skeeter, I had a ZX 225. I bought it brand new in 2006. It was actually an 07 model. I'm sorry. Had the 6-year Yamaha and a warranty. And when I sold it, the warranty just run out. I did have a few stress cracks on it, but that's kind of a Skeeter deal. A lot of them in that seemed like from 03 to 08, you'd get some stress cracks right in front of the driver's console. Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
No, I messed my boat up pretty bad, dude. I hit a concrete pylon in front of a gas dock. I was pulling in to get gas, and a car cut in front of me, and I just had to swerve even closer to the gas pump. And when I hit the stop, I heard "Koom."
Oh, man.
And I looked back, and I thought, well, I just got the trailer. Should be all right. And then I had a big old, kind of a hole about this big. And
my God.
Dude, it stress cracked it all the way up to, like, the trolling motor and all the way back.
Damn.
It was like $8,000 of fiberglass damage. I still went fishing, though.
just keep going. Might as well, right?
I
wrote to James McMullen says this Phoenix is a beast. What's up, Old Line State Poppy?
Yeah,
Junior's in the house, man. What you doing, Junior?
So I'm not a good cook. My wife got an air fryer, so I did some wings in the air fryer. Those are a little spicy, aren't they, bud?
He got a little spice on the cheek right there, man. I thought you might have been gnawing on a rib or something, man.
So were my wings good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Travis shipped out my worms, man. I pulled a power move on the auction the other night.
Wait, what kind of worms did you buy?
He brought out some big Hueys, man. Baby Hueys, I mean. And I'm like, dude, send that box my way, bro. Just put that aside. You ain't auctioning that off.
That's right, man. Pulled out them baby Hueys on the underrated, overrated. It's hard to find them things.
I know.
You might be really lucky. I was bow fishing that night because if I'd saw those, I might have outbid you.
You might. That's funny, man. Baby Hueys, man.
Did y'all auction any hard baits?
Yeah, of course. I did. I threw a couple good ones up, man. You know, I threw a couple pogos up, man, like that crazy looking perch pogo, man. I bought a bag of them a while back, and I've got like a bag of those double hook models, which are kind of cool. They're the rarer ones. You don't see as many double hook models. But if I'm throwing in grass, I'm only throwing the one hook model. If I'm throwing hardcover, I'll put the back hook on. So I'm gonna send those down to TK Tacklecraft and get them painted up.
So Tacklecraft slid in my DMs. You see that?
Dude, let me show you the Tacklecraft bosses I just got in, man. Marty Burns, brother.
Exclusive right here.
Now you guys are gonna like this one. This is Baitman exclusive right here. What's up with this? I need to take these jokers out the pack, man. Let's start with the hot color. I've been wanting a square bill, just a hot freaking chartreuse square bill. It's red splatter.
Just a muddy water killer.
Muddy water, buddy. Oh my gosh, right? I don't have anything like that because back in the day, man, the old light bulb, we called it the light bulb on the Potomac and Upper Bay. It was the all chartreuse man's baby 1-. We talked about that bait, I think. They called it the light bulb.
Yeah.
And so that thing accounted for more bass, and they would even bite it in clear water. Just straight up chartreuse, maybe with the bass logo on it. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, dude.
So check out these little sick bluegill patterns he did for me. Or he did it on the run. He did it for me. Can you guys see that pretty good?
Yeah, dude, that's nasty.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. You know what I like about it is like, you know, some custom painters, and he's good about it, do the full paint job where it looks mass produced. But that's kind of got that patina antique look, like it's been used.
It's been used, yeah. Check out this little. I'm gonna take this one out the pack because you got to see. He let a little of the woods shine through right there, man. How about that one? You know what I mean? It's you can't see this, but it's got that little purple shine on it, and so it's got a purple highlight to the wood, man. But he let some of the naked wood throw show through, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I really like that. So he put that chug bug up there on Instagram.
Oh man, that thing was toothed up, dude.
And so I messaged him, and he was like, dude, I've been watching you and Eric for like 2 hours. I'm in the shop. This is awesome. And I forgot I went to the Classic, and I took a bunch of shots of some bull shads, photos. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I like that guy right there. That's nasty looking.
That's the bull bream, man. That's the bull bream with that little bluegill, turquoise on the throat, man. Mm-hmm. And then, but you pulled out some bull shads that he painted?
Yeah.
Dude, he can paint.
So I'm going to send him all those so he can use them there on his Instagram. I mean, he needs to be able to rep his work pretty good. I mean, his shots he does in the shop are... Yeah, that guy right there is nasty.
That's going to be nasty.
There's a rattle trap in that color. I used to catch him on.
100%, man. 100%, man. I'm stoked. That color's going to do some work in the spring for me right there.
How much was he selling them for? They weren't like an arm and a leg, were they?
No, $24.99. I mean, what you'd pay for it. So it's a Marty Burns. I mean, I'll let you talk about Marty Burns. You probably know a little bit more about Marty than I do, but I found Marty on a tackle forum. Big M was his handle, I think, on Tackle Tour. Yeah. And he was on the Crankbait forum, and I could never get in touch with him. I tried, and people were just kind of guarding him, you know what I mean? And so
I think that trap color was just called Red Shad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's got like a Tennessee shad look to it, with the shoulders. It's got that classic Tennessee shad look. Yeah. But, and this is the final one. This is a more purpley type of bluegill. But Marty Burns, he makes a great bait. You know about him, right? I mean, you know Marty, don't you?
Marty's kind of like an OG guy. He's got that East Tennessee kind of style to him. And
Yep.
what he's kind of famous for right now in the woodbait scene is he does a lot of lure modifications. He'll put rattles in them. And,
like he's doing like Calvin Johnson mods.
Yeah. And then that Rapala DT flat, that bait's so dear to my heart. Matter of fact, I just found a dude that's got a dozen of them for sale for $11 if anybody's interested. The shallow and deep ones. But what?
Oh, wow.
I sent Marty a message because he's modifying lips, I guess in March.
Dang.
And he never responded, no big deal. And then he randomly sends me a message on Facebook the other day. Says, "Hey man, I'm watching you and Epic Eric on YouTube. I love it. I heard my name come across." And he said, "If you need anything, give me a shout." And so I'm going to send him some of those DTs so he can put that round micarta bill in there.
Oh, dude, what?
Yeah, man.
Dang. How much? You got to let me know about that because I'd like to get that done.
Dude, the price, I was thinking he'd charge $30-$40. He's like, "No, it's just $15 a bait." And I'm like,
oh my gosh, I'd take that, man. That'd be awesome, man.
Kevin Salima, thank you for that $5 dono. Appreciate it, man. That might pay for part of my modification on the bait.
Modification.
I'll tell you what, if I get Marty to do some of those.
That's the Marty Burns, like mutt kind of style bait.
Yeah, man. That middle one right there.
That's the one.
In the spring. Oh, yeah.
Body. That's my flavor right there. Oh, here's one more tackle craft. You're going to like this one too, man. This is when the shad get going. That's it right there.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some like silver, a little bluish, purple.
Purple highlight. Yeah, I mean, it's pearl white belly.
It's my jam.
And dude, here's one more for you. Tacklecraft got the Ozark shad. Because you know I'm a big fan of Ozark shad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the dude can
There's a
paint.
frog on the... There's a frog right there.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, we got another guest, Eric. I got a tree frog in the bait room.
Uh-oh.
Watch out. I'm going to get him.
That's the frickin', and look, man, he signed the bottom for me, Epic Eric, man.
Dude, that's sweet.
Isn't that sweet, man? He threw that in for me, man, just for some love, man. That is, where is it? That is the replica of the Ozark. I mean, don't even tell me, man. I mean, he did it. I'm stoked about that, man.
Well, the old tree frog just jumped on Baitman Jr. and he about had a heart attack. We need to get him out of here. He'd be all right, though. He'll take care of them spiders. That's right. So that looked just like that Ozark shad. And that is a flat A. I can never find that. When you talk about sun perch, I can't find Ozark shad.
I know. They're gone. I mean, you may see one or two for $50 on eBay. Because, it probably came on the red card. It was the Excalibur. I think it was a Bill Dance special color run, right?
Yeah.
So I don't even know. What year was it? Like 2000 or?
Yeah, so they did the Pro Autograph series, which had Mark Davis and Bill. That was in the mid-90s. Like 90. That was when KVD was with Pradco, so like 93 to 94. And then they come back in the mid-2000s, like 03 to 05, and they did the Bill Dance run of flat A's. Yeah. And I wish I'd bought more. But I'm not going to lie, I didn't realize the power of the flat A till about 2006, 2007.
Oh, I see it.
That makes me want to pull out my flat A box. Let me see which ones. How about that Mark Davis one, man?
Coach Dog, Fire Tiger with the gold glitter in it.
And I know that one.
I got that one.
Mm-hmm. And then the Coach Dog one is one of my favorites, man. The old Mark Davis colorway is filthy. This one's missing an eyeball. What happened to my eyeballs, man?
Just get you a Sharpie.
Yeah. They bite it.
So I had Mark Menendez over here, and dude, he was going through my flat side box.
Yeah.
And he seen that gulp. He seen that gulp, and he goes, "Is that a gulp?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Don't you think about selling that thing?" I'm like, "Man, I'm gonna fish it." And he goes,
"What?"
He's like, "I wouldn't even fish it. Those are so hard to get." And I was like,
"You talking about like the Jim Harder original gulps, man?" I got a few.
And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "This guy that sent it to me said that the store down the road sold them to me." He's like, "Give me his name. I'm gonna buy them all."
Is there something on my hat? I flipped something.
What?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them on eBay right now.
Yeah.
They throw them up. What do you know about the The Chatterbait, man, the foamy one.
So, the Jackal Cara frog?
No. That one.
I've seen some baits similar to that.
The Charlie O. I think that's a Charlie O, ain't it? It's foam.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, Rapalla's got that brat. It's a foam bait, and then they put the hard casing on it. That's more of like no hard casing. It's just that foam deal. There's some guys that really like that stuff.
Yeah, no. There was a big fan. What the heck was his name, man? Oh my God, he was a crankbait wizard, boy. You talk about knowing his baits, and he was a huge fan of Marty Burns. What the hell was his name, man? He was like the senior guy on the Tackle Tour forum, man, and they lost that entire thread.
Do you still post there on Tackle Tour?
No. I was just like a consumer back in the day. I hardly ever commented. I just read. That's really where I learned all my stuff, man.
I had someone on comment about the bait hub deal.
Yeah, what'd they say?
Said instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and all that, it just needs to be just another message board for them that's dedicated to baits.
Oh, wow.
That might be easier for me to do. I don't know.
That might be.
And maybe if you include all the social media, have its own Instagram, Twitter. That way, when someone posts a new bait or something, it could be tweeted out. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. I just don't want to invest $50,000 into a website.
No, heck no, man. That's just that. No ROI on that one, right?
We just need a place where guys can swap baits. Facebook's so cluttered, and what I hate about Facebook and the baits is like. I've even seen it happen like after a stream we do, someone's watching and they go, oh, well, they said these flat A's are worth $20, and then the next thing you know, they're in the raffle groups and auction groups for like $50 a piece. Where I'm not trying to gouge nobody. I know what things are worth, but I like to move stuff. I'm wanting to help people out there genuinely looking for baits to fish with. If they want to collect, that's fine, but I don't want to break people's arms over baits.
Right. Greg Perry said, can you tell me any information about a hickey? And he said it's not a WEC. There's a lot of makers that are remaking a hickey style bait, right?
Like the DT flat that I love, Fritz told me that was their version of the hickey.
Yeah, you get a lot of bait makers that'll make a hickey style bait. Baby pig style bait. You got, John Hott making the Mutt 2, which is, his version of the Mutt. I wonder who the original guys were that made the Mutt in the hickey. Like, who was the first dude to carve a balsa? The OG maker of a certain bait would be cool to... Wood bait would be really cool to track down. That'd be neat. I'd love to see a documentary on, like, the old bait makers before they kind of...
Me too.
Some are gone, you know what I mean? Like Matt Pangrak did in 20 Foot Deep. He did that whole, in-depth documentary on... Shoot the Chatterbait with Rad Lures, right?
Yeah, that one he done with Steve Kennedy was freaking nasty too.
That was Iconelli, Kennedy, and who was the guy that won the class? Did he win the classic? And he ran into a lot of problems. I know you know this bass angler. What's his name?
Yeah, Russ Hamilton.
Yeah, Russ Hamilton.
Or Richard Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton. They did one on him. The guy had the vision he was going to win.
Yeah,
and did.
Yeah,
that was Robert Hamilton.
Robertson Hamilton, that's it. So
Robert Hamilton. Thanks, Hella Bass. Yep.
So Mike Otten told me some good Robert Hamilton stories. Not that it's bad, but I think if you don't know the story, he basically had addiction problems.
Yeah, he's back in jail. Somebody just said, "Man, sad story."
It's terrible. I mean, it can happen to anybody.
Yep.
But he told me he was a gifted fisherman. And a super nice guy, but man, Mike just said you had to be careful being around him before and after tournaments because you didn't know what he's going to have on him or whatnot. And he said a lot of people reached out for help, but
that's tough, man. I'm sure that fishing community is a good community. I'm sure they try to pull him out of it.
I think it's crazy. Like we got Shaw right now. Has some bladder cancer or kidney cancer, dude. Everyone rallies around each other. Doesn't matter if you're the guy that's not on the podium every event, or if you're a legend or what. The fishing community really rallies. They want to help each other. I got a lot of respect for that.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, man.
Joe Hoskins just gave a $5 donation. He
Boom.
says, most expensive bait each of you guys have broke off, and what was it?
Man, I've definitely lost the Ozark Shad Flat A recently, as recently as last
Yeah,
year.
eBay price on that's like $50.
I've probably lost a Zoom or two, which hurts.
I broke off a Glide last year.
I haven't lost the Glide yet.
Yeah, it was a Shizzard, and they're about $70.
Oh man.
Yeah, and my buddy just broke one off trying to boat flip, and I got hung in a brush pile, and I couldn't get it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a whole Shane's bait, you know, that big giant one, like the umbrella rig.
Yeah.
And man, literally first freaking cast in the brush pile. 50-pound braid, couldn't get it out.
So,
didn't have a knocker on the boat, couldn't get it.
Do you use on that on your A rigs? Do you use light wire hooks, or do you just use the regular mid-grade wire?
I don't even know, man. I'm not an A-rig fisherman, man. I hate throwing that thing, man. Literally hate throwing an A-rig.
Yeah, that's why I got
them. I'd rather watch paint dry.
That's why I try to get good with bosses and flat sides, so I don't have to throw that thing.
Hey,
where's that frog at?
I got a couple people that said, Carl, what's up, Carl? I sent your baits out today, man.
I don't want to step on it.
Did you spill my drink?
No.
Uh-oh.
What's all that water from?
Tree frog tea.
All right, you worry about the frog. We'll worry about the baits, Brooks.
So, threw out the idea of like fishing old school, one box like they used to do in the old Bassmasters Classic. What was the weight on that? 10 pounds?
Yeah, it was pretty low.
Yeah, whatever the weight was. You know, limit the rods and reels and only like a flash or electronic. No live, no live scope, no, you know, none of the advanced electronics, just mapping and put people on a lake and see what's up.
I think.
How about that?
You're gonna see some of the OGs, the Cluns of the world, come rising really quick up to the top.
Yeah.
And I will say though, there are some younger guys that will figure it out. You know, the guys that are in tune with seasonal patterns of fish and stuff like that. Open the door, let them out. You keep knocking stuff over in here. We're going to have a fire because Brooks has knocked a drink over and all kinds of stuff. He's worried about this frog. Yeah, so if we don't have a classic, or I think the guys are going to get back to fishing pretty soon. It seems like things are opening up and whatnot. But if for some reason, I think you get what I'm saying, we don't have a full season, because of the way that point system works, I think you take them all. It's a 2-day. You bring 5 rods, 5 reels, and you get 5 Plano 3700s, just a tackle bag, and you got a 2-day shootout.
Yeah, what did they do with like when Fish Firm was hosting that ultimate fishing match? Didn't they only get 1 Plano 3700? That was it. Hell, man, they gave them less than 10.
So
and, you know, like one of the things I saw the most was damn shaky head.
Right.
Right.
And most of them, actually, that was the first season was there on Kentucky Lake. It was filmed there at Moore's Marina.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I got to actually be there a lot. I knew the winner of the whole thing. And you know how hard it was to keep that secret for like 6 months?
My God.
It was tough.
Did you like that? Did you like watching that show? Did you like that format?
I did. A lot of it is all about who you draw. It wasn't so much of how you were catching fish is how to keep the other guy from catching fish.
Yeah, right. Blocking him out.
Of course, the first year they did it, those fish it's about right now. It's about into April, 1st of May. You had a lot of fish in the yellow flowers around boat docks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you really can't do a whole lot to your partner, even if you try to block them, because you can throw out in the middle of nowhere and you keuld catch a spawning fish or something.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But the year they did it where Kelly Jordan pulled out that Lake Fork spoon in the mouth of Blood River.
Did not.
Yeah,
and he really?
Yeah, he knocked him dead. He caught like 23-something pounds in like 10 minutes.
Oh.
And then Boyd's in the back of his boat, and Kelly didn't try to block him, but Boyd still come back and sacked 24 pounds out of the back. That's the thing, though. When you're on those ledges, the guy in the back can be even better than the guy in the front because, well, you think you're blocking them, and those fish are the school moves, or you pull the school toward the boat, and then all of a sudden the guy in the back's. It was. So there's a lot of strategy. I think they should. I think they're still running match fishing. I don't watch Outdoor Channel anymore because I don't have it, but.
Yeah.
I think that would be another great live for Facebook and social media deal.
No doubt about it, man. Just do a live competition head to head, limit the tackle. I mean, then you could do it full on, let anybody bring what they want to, but I'm kind of like the concept of just limiting it, and really see who can fish.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
Yeah, I said we should, have two pros do that, but they should make kind of like was that Naked and Afraid? You're allowed to bring like one item or something like that. Yeah. Well, let's do the opposite. So let's just say we put Kevin Van Dam and Ike and Ellie in the boat, and Ike and Ellie goes, Van Dam, you have to remove one piece of tackle from your boat. Says, Van Dam, you're not allowed to throw a jerkbait.
Yeah, right.
And then turns around, Van Dam says, all right, Ike, you cannot throw a shaky head.
Yeah.
So that would make for some good TV.
Somebody, Northeast Bastard, said, didn't Luke Clausen bite someone's bait off once?
Yes.
I think so.
He bit Gerald Swindles off.
Yeah. And then who was that guy, Rich? What was his name that was crying about losing his orbit? 110
Rich Tauber. Rich Tauber, stop it.
God. Oh, my God. He was killing me, man. I got that bait up on my jerkbait wall, too, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
Tauber was a riot, man. Super nice guy, man. Super nice guy.
Yeah, he is hysterical, man. He's hysterical.
He's won a lot of stuff out west, too. Yeah, he's very well respected. But
Rich Tauber.
He reminds me a little bit of Gary Busey.
Okay.
Yeah, he does, right?
Yeah.
When he was more lucid.
Yeah.
Gary Busey. That's hysterical, man.
Let's see. This guy says, anyone use sandworms for largemouth? Sandworms.
Berkeley made a sandworm. Why wouldn't they eat it?
I don't know.
I'm sure they would, man. Dude, you pull out some funky baits, man, and I don't know why they wouldn't, man. Like, like up on the upper bay, I know those bass are eating American eels because they're all over the Potomac. And those jokers, I'd like somebody to make like an American eel style bait. Dude. I saw some Castaic eels today on eBay. And I'm like, man, during the spawn, man, I don't know if an eel likes to get in a bass bed, but they got to be eating eels, man. Them eels can get big, and that's just a nice little...
Yeah. You ever caught a bass that's got a lamprey on it? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I never fished it. Yeah. Well, I guess in upstate, there might be some lampreys upstate. I don't know, New York?
Right, so I caught a bass in the spring several years ago, and I flipped in the boat, and I'm grabbing it to take this pointer off of it, and I'm like, what is that? That feels weird. And it had a lamprey on its side, and them things are ugly, but they're about 8 inches long. And I'm thinking, now I wonder if this is why they eat those big worms out on the drops. And now I've caught 3 or 4 bass that's had them on it.
I mean, it'd be cool if you like opened up your live well and saw a lamprey sitting in there half digested.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty. They're like the tapeworm of the fishing deal.
Travis bit one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he bit one. He said it was the most disgusting thing with Ryan Saltzman, man.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I would imagine being really disgusting.
Yep.
Didn't he also bite a shad off or something like that too?
He did that with me, man. I called him the Angry Elf, man. We were out there throwing shad wraps in like in December was our Christmas episode. And he had an elf hat that I bought at Walmart, and I had like a Santa cap. And I'm back there kind of eating a sandwich, or eating my little rolls. And he caught a shad. And he was feeling kind of angry for some reason. I don't know, man. He goes, and he was holding it. He goes, man, these are delicious. And I'm like, those things are skunky, dude. Why are you even holding that thing? It was like a big shad. And he goes, yo, why, you don't think they are? You don't believe me? And then he just grabbed it, and he bit it, and it crunched on camera, man. Like right on the freaking spine, dude, right behind the head. Oh, my God. I flipped out, man. It was gross.
Yeah, I was filming Mark the other day for a little TV show, and we took us a break. He's like, well, we got some food in here. Here's some sardines. I went, some what? He said,
what?
Sardines. I'm eating that. I was like, I don't eat those. And he's like, well, you eat sushi. I said, I don't eat sardines. I eat sashimi,
yeah, right.
yellowtail, but I don't eat sardines. And he's just over there, oh, they're good. Slurping them down. I'm like, oh, I could tell you fished on the Elite Series for a long time.
Yeah, man. Shady Banks, man. The snakeheads are delicious, apparently. I've never cooked one, but what pro was Gray Buck? Who was it? No, Riz from Ike Live was asking how you cook a snakehead. So I threw out a recipe for him on Instagram today. Apparently they're delicious, man. White, flaky, sweet, delicious.
What we've got, and then they're like cousins. We got both, man. We call them mudfish.
Have you ever eaten one?
No, but so my wife's stepdad, so it'd be her step-grandpa, great guy, excellent human being. They used to run lines and traps for buffalo and carp, and he also told me mudfish. And he said some people really like mudfish. I'm like, I don't know about that. But I've had buffalo ribs, and they're actually really good.
Oh, I can imagine, right? Buffalo ribs would be delicious, man. Hey, I got a swim jig here.
Right.
So we're around the spawn. It's going to come into play post-spawn. We've shown a lot of swim jigs, but I'm thinking to myself, man, like living flat rubber, like...
Why wouldn't it be good?
I just threw it on a 6 cents swim jig head, man, and this is my buddy's bass alarm. It's a silicone, living rubber, but it's just got so much freaking out. And I didn't reverse it because it's so hard to get over that screw because this is the 6 cents that has the screw lock keeper. But I bought these heads because I was tying up like white perch colored jigs, swim jigs for early spring because the big fish, like when the white perch start running right before the spawn, the bass spawn, the big pre-spawn females, they'll get on those little breaks, right in the mouths of spawning coves and bays. And, you can, and they're not deep. You could Carolina rig them up, but you can throw a big swim jig. And I'm talking about a swim jig with a big trailer. I'm saying, I want like a 6 or 7 inch trailer because I want it to look like a white perch. So, man, check that out, man. I mean, that
looks good.
That would have to like pulse in the water, man. I mean, it's just so like noodly. I mean, I got some other swim jigs here compared to like, this is a Bro Varney, right? I mean, that's pretty sexy, right? Because it's got some tinsel flash. But I mean, you just compare it, just like this has so much more movement. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like the concept. Has anybody seen the Mega Bass? I can't even remember what the Orzo swimmer.
Yeah, that dude. I got a cart.
Have you thrown it?
No, I got a cart at the hookup tackle I'm going to push through, and I've got one of those in there.
Yeah. So
they make a chartreuse powder blue one. I want it.
Oh, yeah. They got the spinner, but I like it's on a titanium wire. It'll be interesting to see how long this lasts. But, I just put a little Kitech Easy Shiner on the back, man. But that looks like a little compact package that I think they would just eat. You know what I mean?
You ever heard of Dave's?
And it's got a stud hook on it. That's a carbon steel hook, man. And it does have a thin, keeper. So I don't know how I can get this through heavy grass. But, man, I'll tell you, that looks sweet to me.
You ever heard of Dave's tournament tackle?
Of course.
Dude,
Dave Farrington, man. This dude is legit.
This little swim jig here, man, it's more of like a finesse deal. It's got that light wire hook.
Yeah.
I like that, man. It's a different style head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A sub sent me a box of his stuff, man. We got to talking about buzz baits, and I found his buzz baits over there. He makes pretty good looking buzz baits.
He makes some great buzz baits. He's got a little head knocker one.
Yes.
But check this one out. This was a Shimano swim jig. This is why I like the Japanese stuff a lot. Okay, so look at the way they made that head shape. And they made. I'll give you a background for it so you can see the head shape. They made that head shape so that the swim jig stays level. It doesn't rise. The water planes over it and just keeps it down. Because, your swim jig, any bait that, is just a regular. Isn't that cool? And then they had a little spinner on that thing way back in the day, man, with a nice keeper and had a weedless deal. I mean, I don't know about that, but.
That keeper's kind of old school. Remember Mr. Twister used to make those hooks? They had that little wire keeper over the top of them?
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Spark Shad, Todd Smith. That's what I'm talking about. The first swim jig I held up, are you talking about this swim jig, the white one, or this one with the little spinner? Tom.
If he's talking about that first 6 cents makes the head, and you can buy those Divine heads on their website. Yeah. They're not expensive. I think you get a pack of 3 for $4 or something like that.
There it is. Yep, and that's a naked one. I bought these naked because I've got a white perch skirt that I bought off the 6 Cents website on clearance, and that is the color of a white perch. So for all you bay heads and Potomac heads that are watching, if they got any of them white perch skirts. I ain't thrown it yet because I've been in quarantine. I was all jacked up about that. I'm like, I finally found somebody who made me a white perch skirt.
Yeah.
I need a white perch crankbait. I ain't lying. Or a white perch swim bait, like big swim bait.
So when you say white perch, do you mean freshwater drum?
No, for us, a white perch is, I don't know how to describe it.
Sand bass?
Kind of like that. So it's a, you know what a yellow perch is?
Yeah.
Okay, so yellow perch, they're in the same family. And, you know, the yellow perch is more slender. The white perch has more of like a humpback, if you will. It's got like a smoky gray head. And it's got like some green and purplish and pinkish tints to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool with like that yellow, not yellow, but more of like a IU fin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So here,
Anyway.
our bass, they feed on those yellows and white bass. And a lot of guys here call those white perch, but I know what you're talking about is totally different.
Right. Yep.
But we started painting those Ben Parker Magnum spoons. Of course, my partner who owns a body shop, you know, he's got all the paint in the world. He's got like this.
Oh, my God.
He's got some kind of DuPont automotive paint. You know, it shifts colors. Well, he put a white base on it and then put a little yellow over top and started putting bars on it with a Sharpie. And, dude, they would eat that thing up.
Damn. Hey, speaking of Picasso, real quick, I want to show a chatterbait, and I want to see if anybody's throwing it, because, you know, everybody's all, like, jackhammered up right now.
Yeah, they are.
You know, but I got a couple little sneaky ones in my box. But I'm intrigued by this. Is the new Picasso one that Aaron Martin. So, you know, if you look at
let me see that hook again. That's different.
Yeah, that is different. So it's a much longer shank hook. It is carbon steel. It's not as kooky on the, you know, how big the gap is, if you could see.
Mm-hmm.
It has a nice wire keeper. So this is the new Pro Shock Blade or something. I'll get the name of it in a second. But here's the deal, man. On a jackhammer, the blade will go all the way forward and lay down. I can't move that blade past this right here. Right? So it does collapse, but it will stick out, and it does obviously move side to side. But, you know, they've got that different attachment. I don't know how much it'll tick the head, you know, to make that clacking sound.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a very interesting nose for maybe hard cover. I'd be curious to see how that would come over a log versus the jackhammer. I don't like jackhammers in wood.
No.
You know what I mean? Or any chatterbait in wood, except for one, which I've talked about a little bit. But anybody throwing this new Picasso, I'm curious, man. It seemed like it would be, you know, because that blade is a little thicker, it's straight. You can bend it, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it would probably maybe get a little squirrely on you. You know, when you have got a straight blade on a chatterbait, that thing will slide out sometimes and create that kind of kooky action, you know, because this is dead straight. That's how they manufacture it, and it's thicker. It is not as thin, so it's probably got a harder thump too. So sound off, man. I'm really curious.
I like the fact that I will say on that. I like that hook being just a little bit longer. Holy smokes, Eric! We got 430 people watching this thing.
What? James, thanks for the info. Okay, he says it's a really fast action. So it's less, you know, it's probably like, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. Let me grab my chatterbait box. Let me ask you a question, because I haven't thrown this thing yet. If I can find it. I think this is my chatterbait box. Yeah.
Good thump.
I gotta get another box. I gotta get another
burner.
box.
I've got the older model too, man. Yep. Oh yeah, I better hit the like button too. What am I doing?
Have you ever thrown one of these? I do like the long extended hook.
Yeah, man.
That's that Booyah Melee. I've heard some guys say they run like crap.
I've never tried it.
I like the concept, to be honest. You know,
Dustin. He said I should give me 3WEC1 just because.
You know what? I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy up some of that old school stuff, and we are going to do an old school giveaway. If it has come out of my pocket, that's all right, because that's how I roll. I'm not the Mr. Beast of fishing. I don't know if you ever seen Mr. Beast, you know, giving away $1 million if your hand doesn't leave it and stuff like that.
No, I don't. What is that all about?
Dude, you need to watch this guy on YouTube. He has nothing to do with fishing. He's like 22 years old, and all he does is give things away. But you got to do something crazy. So I watched this video last night. He hired the Domino's delivery guy to help him buy furniture and stuff for a house and help him move for a day. And then when the dude gets done doing all this, he paid him $2,000. The Domino's guy, $2,000, gets him helping, and then they bring him in and say, "Oh, by the way, we're giving you the house and everything you just picked out for the house. It's all yours."
What?
I mean, the dude just like, what?
That's crazy, man. Yeah, pure poison catches them. I agree, man.
Yeah, man, for the price.
So James Marin said the blade doesn't swing as much back and forth because of the head design, so it gives it that quick action. And I tell you, man, I've gone through grass beds with different chatterbaits and scored big. When everybody's throwing the, because everybody's all Z-manned up. Look, I'm not picking on it, but if you guys are interested in a wood cover cranking chatterbait, I don't know if you could find them. I bought a bunch a while back, but I don't know how many people have heard of the Norrie's Hula Chat. Can you guys see that? Norrie's Hula Chat. This is like a $7,000. I should take one. I should take one out. My chatterbait box is up upstairs. But anyway, the way they have the head design, literally that thing will hit a log. If this is the bait, it'll hit a log and just kind of go that way and pop right over, man. You can run this thing through crazy stuff, bait man. And they don't see a lot of chatterbait. They don't see a lot of chatterbaits in wood. So it's kind of like the cover cranking chatterbait. You know what I mean?
Have you seen this thing that Hideki at Teckles got going? It's like a wake chatterbait.
Yeah.
I'm listening to what he's doing. He was testing it in Mexico. It's got this funky blade on the front, and it vibrates like a chatterbait, but it only goes like 6 inches.
What?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a wake version of a chatterbait. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you one. I've caught them on. I can't ever find them, and it's that frog version chatterbait. You're throwing the chatter frog.
Yep.
With these crazy skirts. I got this one just for throwing on the river when it's muddy.
Nice.
But man, I caught them good. I bought one because I thought, that's funny looking, and I tied it on. I caught them, and then I got this one in like a mystery tackle box or something.
That's perfect. Did you ever see the one? Did you ever see the one that was like it was called the flippin' chatterbait? So it had like an angled hook, and then it had one of them copper screw locks, right?
Yeah.
And it had a rattle.
Yeah.
And a different shaped head. I've caught some bass on that dude, man. That is bad to the bone, man.
So Ron Lappin, if you guys know who Ron Lappin is, legendary FLW employee, tournament director. Yeah. He gave me these and said, I forgot who makes these. And it's got like a big flat, look at this, big flat nasty archy head on it. And of course they're homemade, so you got the blade direct to the head or whatnot. But man, this thing really knocks that head, and it's got a stout hook on it. But
let me see that thing. Is it connected directly to the head?
Yeah, it's a homemade deal.
Oh wow! Oh no, I don't have any of that.
I got a black and blue one.
Oh, dude!
But these are like almost 1 ounce. They're for. Ron told me instead of fishing like a normal chatterbait, you throw it out there on the ledge and you stroke it like a jig, and it just falls down. Boing. Yes, yeah.
Wow. How about did anybody have the? Did anybody buy any of the Z-Man chatterbaits that were like a thin head for grass, but they had the bucktail on it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Was that any good?
I know Picasso made one.
They
the
made
FX blade, yeah. And I had some guys local here that smashed their lights out on it. Like,
really?
We couldn't figure out what they were throwing, and I ran into him on the lake just goofing around, and I watched him boat like a 4-pound smallmouth. And he was funny. He said, "Now, Baitman, don't go put that on your YouTube." And I said, "No, I'll keep that to myself." I said, "Is that one of those Picasso effects?" And he threw it to me. He said, "Yeah." And look at it, and the hair is just ripped out of it. He said, He said they'd make about 6 cranks and just let it fall. 6 cranks and fishing it fast, almost like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Not fishing. We don't got grass. They're fishing. Just gravel points, man. Just crushing.
It's kind of like how they do with that Cumberland Pro or any type of hair jig, right? I mean, it's like cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, and like burn it. You know what I mean? It comes off and then sinks down, and do it again.
Well, I'm thinking about it, dude. My chatterbait box is too small, so I'm gonna bust out. I'm gonna bust while we're talking. I'm gonna bust out another Mafia box.
Nice.
So let me ask you this. This has nothing really to do with the baits, but on your 3700 stuff, do you just get whatever box? I mean, I see like Lure Lock, but the only thing about the Lure Lock, I know they got the gel. I'm not worried about it like messing up the coloration or nothing like that, but I can't get that many baits in there. You know what I mean? Because if you put that gel down there, you get one or two, and then if you put stuff on top, you
it's falling out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to have a lot of boxes to make that system work for me, man.
Yeah, that's,
I like them little skinny boxes I got, man, going. That's because I got to do a video on how to do my stuff one day.
Yeah, man, that's what people want. I mean, look.
Like how I organize my tackle. I don't have any with me because it's all upstairs, like in ready to go.
I may
whenever I get out of this quarantine.
I may put my swim jigs in here with my chatter chickens too. I don't know. I've already got a box full of swim jigs, but why not?
that's kind of how I organize mine. Like if I'm trying to like slim down, because I'm going with my partners down in the Carolinas. I'm on their boat, so I can't bring a gaggle of tackle with me, right? So I got Chatter Swim. That's how I label it, and it's one of them skinny boxes, Baitman. I can really,
Dude, I'm telling you, I tested it and I lost one in about 2 weeks. Lake Pickwick.
Buddy.
Run out there.
That looks like an eye shad.
This is an 1.25 ounce jackhammer. And then that's that Hog Farmer Spunk Shad, dude. It's
that's a Jackal eye shad, man. That is the same shape as a Jackal eye shad, which I've thrown for years.
Dude, this thing's nasty. You can drop shot them too.
It's going like, look at that tail, just going kooky.
Yeah, man. Scott.
That's cool, man.
So they make a 3.5 inch, a 2.5, and they make a 5. And I think he was going to do a 7 for the scrounger. But dude, in the back of a jackhammer, in 18 foot of water, I think I'm really pissed one off with this.
Oh, I bet you are, man. There's no question about it. Caleb Morgan said 3,600 boxes in a book bag. I like that, man. They made a spider wire backpack. And, man, I could load some tackle in that. I love the way they had it organized, and it is tough as nails. You know how, like, when you get a bag and the zipper breaks in the first couple months and you're pissed off? I have put them bags through the ringer, and they're still with me today.
Yeah, someone mentioned Brad Knight does his terminal in a worm binder. That's how my dad used to do it. That's old school.
Yeah. Bill, I've never tried a jerky J on a chatterbait, but I imagine that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, so
I mean, they're dynamite on a scrounger.
The cool thing about stuff like straight tail like that, and you can cut a fluke up into a straight tail, it doesn't take much to make that tail wiggle. And so a chatterbait's not like a scrounger that's got a lot of hard roll. And so that scrounger's making that thing whip around and kind of S's in the water. That chatterbait's just in there, and that tail's just going crazy. It's not moving way out in a circle.
Oh yeah, man! O-line stay pappy. It's the dancing eel. I should throw the dancing eel. Why not throw the dancing eel?
Dancing eel was the first bait my dad ever gave me. And I think he gave it to me because it didn't work.
It's like one of those baits that I don't know. I don't even know, man. But I saw one guy throw it like in a video. He was a pro, and he goes, "Man, don't sleep on this." And he wasn't sponsored. He goes, "I know it looks like a stupid bait." He scorched him down some bank.
What about the dancing reel crawl? Remember the Bill Dancing crawl that had the crankbait bill on it?
Oh yeah.
I actually caught a few on that.
How about that rattle trap from what was it, man? It was a rattle trap with that rubber insert tail kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a Berkeley.
Berkeley, that was it, man.
It was like half and half.
All right, how about the Castaic soft sunfish?
That's OG, dude. I don't know if you need to bring that out here.
But will it work?
Yeah, dude.
Has anybody thrown it?
There's guys that love that bait.
Dude, man, I think they're
the Catch-22.
So I got a Catch-22 as well, and an OG one because I guess the newer ones didn't work too good, and the Boyd Duckett one kind of was like shitty. Sorry, Boyd, but
hey, bud, I'm on that train too.
That's the original Catch-22, man.
Yeah, so the one I got looks way different than that.
And I'm afraid to take it out. So both of these are Castaic baits, man. You're supposed to catch 22 fish on it before it would break. But that little dude's got me wondering, man. It's kind of like the old Bagley sunfish. I mean, just the natural series, right? You know what I mean? It'd be crazy, man.
So Kevin Salima a great comment because I've got these baits he's talking about up in my hookup tackle cart. It says, cut the head off a Reaction Innovations Shiver Glide and put it on the back of a chatterbait. Started doing last year and really like it. So I want that Shiver Glide, Kevin, for that and putting it on the back of a scrounger. It's a really soft bait. It's got that whip tail like that. But
So
that bluegill, a lot of guys, I've seen them, Little Creeper makes a bluegill. A bunch of people, they like those soft bluegills, even the crank ones, especially right now when those bigs are on the beds or they're fry garters. They don't like that stuff. They do
That's
not
right.
like that
That's
stuff.
what I'm talking about. So let's get back to the spawn, dude. So all right. So if you all right, here you go. This is a great question. It's pre-spawn on your lake, wherever you are. What if you could only take 3 baits with you pre-spawn? What 3 baits would make it into the box?
How early pre-spawn? Like we talking March, or we talking this time of year, and maybe it's pre-spawn?
Let's say April. It's not like super cold, and the fish are really like not kind of made. They're getting ready to move up, so it's still pre-spawn. They're not in the they're right on the cusp. Let's say the water temp 58,
jerk
56.
bait. I'm gonna have a jerk bait, a lipless,
nice.
And then I'm gonna have something I can slow down. Believe it or not, I really pre-spawn really like a beaver style bait.
Yes, that's a sleeper, right? Because people think you got to switch to the beaver style,
Yeah,
before,
I know a lot of guys love to
spawn.
flip it, but dude, I've caught a lot of them on a Texas rig with like a 1/4 ounce weight, or even putting it on a 1/4 ounce screwed up jig head, whatever shaky head.
Yeah,
and fishing it really slow. Oh, dude, beaver on a shaky head's nasty.
Oh, whoa. Now you got to tell me about the shaky head you're using, because that's a big, thick, meaty piece of plastic. Man, I'm all about. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let me get the shake head box real quick.
All right, we got some.
I got something in this shaky head box for a beaver. I don't think anybody's ever seen. You may have seen it. I don't know.
All right, so I'm having a chatterbait, a lipless, and probably a big swim jig.
Right. So I'll go lipless. We got to cover some water.
Yeah.
Jerk bait, because I can cover water, but I can also finesse and slow down and catch some suspended fish.
Yeah, man. I think jerk bait's ignored in my region. I'll tell you that much.
Gosh, I got too much shit in here.
D-bomb Bill for sure, man. I love that D-bomb. That baby D-bomb too. There's no doubt. I love that baby D-bomb, man.
Oh, all right.
Oh, cut a beaver in half. Chris Flake, great tip, man.
I've got to get a bigger studio or a bigger garage. One of the two.
One of the two.
And I'm not getting rid of my baits, but it's getting really hard to move around in here. I really probably need to, Eric, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to just get me a little table to put my laptop on in one chair. And just so I can walk around 360 degrees, because this is getting ridiculous. But, all right. Any kind of beaver style bait's going to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I just grabbed one of the 6 cents prawns. Great bait.
Right.
All right, one just fell out of the package. Perfect. So
Man,
you know me. I've talked about it.
Zoom baby brush hog. Let me see that thing. Go ahead.
This is my favorite screwed up jig head. Please, if you ever find them, let me know.
Yeah, man, they're really hard to find. I got a few left. That's it. What size are you throwing? 1/4?
That one's 1/4. And I just I cut me a little bit off the tip there, because it's hard to get that screw in if you leave the tip of any of those baits. And
let's talk about your setup too, because I want to hear your setup, man.
Dude, this is kind of a power finesse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on a bait caster.
Sure. What pound test?
12-pound fluoro.
Dude, what's your record for a live?
515.
You beat it at 607.
Holy smokes! What are we doing? Why are people wanting to watch us? Hopefully they know. We got a giveaway. We're giving away some Black Dog bait stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Shellcracker?
Dude, Baitman Jr. didn't throw. I'll show you. So I'm screwing that jig head on here right here.
620, Baitman. 632.
Holy smokes!
Growing.
All right, if you're just now joining, after the video, we're doing a giveaway. I've got these weedless slinger swim baits, weed slingers from Black Dog Bait Company.
Nice.
And then I've got, goodness, where'd he put all that stuff? I told him, I've got a G2. Oh, here it is. He actually put it where he was supposed to. That's why I couldn't find it.
G2 shell cracker. What flavor? Talk to me, Chief.
Bone, baby. Brent Anderson Bone.
Dude, I just bought one. And you know what I did? I probably don't need to do it, but I was goofing around last year, and I had bought Elude Baits, one of their pistol gill tails.
Yeah.
And I trimmed it up and took the plastic hardtail out of the shell cracker, which probably wasn't a good idea because that's probably part of the noise they hate. But anyway, I stuck the pistol gill, bigger tail in.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing looked fine and caught a bass on it. That was pretty cool, just testing it down in my little pond behind my house. I got to start shooting videos down by my pond behind my house. Nobody's golfing.
Someone says, for someone without boobs, we're packing the house. Well, I mean, I can get the wife in here, but anyway. Dude, I'm also throwing them in a 5-inch punker.
What?
Yep.
Is that the injected one?
Injected 5-inch punker.
Damn, that's tight.
And then check these out. Look at that tail. It's a little hammer. Yeah. See if I can open this thing up. So whoever wins this, I'm sorry your package is open, but I had to do what I got to do.
James Barron said, man, you get any more viewers, Baitman, you'll be a Guggen.
I have to start my own bait company and start knocking people off, I think.
Oh, my. 652.
God.
Can he crack 700?
I bet I could. I got my bass boat group. I got 26,000 people in. I could share it in there, but I'm not gonna do that. But check out the tail on this guy. Can you guys see that?
That thing looked like it would shake, man.
It does. It just sits there and goes back and forth. It's the weirdest thing, but man, these are actually, put them on a little ball head. They're crazy. So
yeah,
all anyone's got to do to win that, man, after the video, YouTube has to process and whatnot. I'll make a thumbnail. Get back on here. All they got to do, subscribe to the channel if they haven't. So if you're new here, hit the sub button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And leave a comment. The comment is, what's your favorite topwater bait of all time? It's a YouTube only. So I'll post it on Instagram, but I'm going to make them go from Instagram to YouTube. And sometime this week, probably Thursday or whatnot, because I'm going to go back to work. I'll do the drawing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's $25. That's $6.99. So there's $30. I don't know what's those G2s cost. $30.
30, I think, something like that. 20 in the 20s for sure,
it's
man.
About $75 worth of stuff.
Yeah, he says do multiple giveaway winners, please, man.
I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to gather up a bunch of stuff, or I can say YouTube.
No, I think what he means tonight is don't give it all to one person.
Ooh.
I don't know how you're doing.
You know what? I got enough of those weed slingers. I could probably do a second giveaway. I got like 5 packs.
Steve Hardy said, what's your favorite topwater? I mean, the P70's right up there, but I'm too scared to throw it because I only got a few left.
Hey, I found some reproduction ones. They're on the shelf. I think they're baby bass.
Oh, I got some reproduction. Okay, here's the deal. You tell me whether I got juked.
Okay.
Dude, they brought out a reproduction P70 in beautiful colors. And I bought a bunch, and guess what? They don't knock.
Really? If they don't knock, I don't think they're OG. Unless the
No, it was meant to be a silent P70 made by Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a knocker. I mean,
I have one like that.
And did you ever throw it?
Yeah, I catch them on it.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of them. I mean, like a bunch.
Dude, 680 people. So I'm gonna get back to my beaver. So this is a very nasty technique.
Yeah, I want to see that, man.
You got to bend your beaver quite. You got to bend your beaver quite a bit, or it won't lay on a hook real well. The 6 cents ones are good because it's a wide gap hook, but I like this because it's real light wire, man. Real light wire. So you got your little beaver, whatever shaky head you want, man. You just don't want a football head because I'm dragging this on gravel and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you can slow down, like if you're fishing a jerk bait and you've missed a couple fish. You go back.
I'm writing that down. I'm gonna try that out, dude. I've never.
And so when you're dragging it and you're hitting stuff, your little beaver kind of pops up and. Yeah. So that's
I'm gonna do that.
Nasty. Now check this out. I'm fixing to show you this. I've not used these, but these look sick. Someone sent me this. These are actually called a beaver flipping head. Check that out. So instead of like Texas rigging a beaver or putting a beaver on a jig,
Yeah.
you can take this thing, and they make colors that like match the beavers, man.
$692, bro.
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna get 700. Push that share.
Heck
Dial
yeah,
up
man!
your homies. We need 700.
We didn't even have to wait till midnight, or at least not
No.
where I'm at.
That's crazy. That's awesome, man. When did you start? When did I mean, I didn't even know when you started, dude.
I'd
came
only
down
been gone for like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, I watched a movie with my wife and came downstairs. I was just getting ready to start tinkering. I said, "Oh, let me see what's going on."
701 people. Holy smokes! Just gonna let you guys know. Thank you so much for the support. I mean, no one's even mad I'm wearing this Tennessee shirt. So
I can't see it. Oh, I see it now.
But so got these little beaver heads. I mean, good weed guard, good hook keeper. What you do, you take whatever beaver. Again, I'm just gonna mutilate this prawn. I'm gonna cut it up a little bit. And dude, you can slide this thing. I haven't tried it, and I need to. But I know some guys are like, dude, you can flip this. You can drag it out deep. Look at that, dude.
That is saucy right there.
See how the head? It's like perfect fit on. So flip a bush with that. But the cool thing is, I mean, shit, the ones I got are.
Who makes that head?
I can find out. A guy named Mark Howard in Texas gave them to me. But like, if you like Okeechobee crawl, man, they got the heads all painted up with the Okeechobee flake in it. This hook's stout, man. It's got to be a grass punching deal or something like that.
Yeah, that is wild, man.
But do that little. I'm telling you, Eric, you get around some fish sometimes, at least here in the South, we like those 45-degree banks, stuff like that, gravel points. Old beaver on a shaky head will get it done. I had a guy that's a legendary basketball coach here in Kentucky, and his name's Coach Chumbler, and then we went fishing, said, I know where a lot of fish are, blah, 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 and I was catching a few on a jerk bait. Next thing you know, he's like, I got one. I'm like, what's that? It's about 4-pound smallmouth. He said, oh, it's just a beaver on a shaky head. You don't ever do that? And I'm like, no. And dude, he proceeds to wear me out for like 2 hours. Like I was catching them on jerk bait, but they're like this big, and he's like, got another one.
Toink.
So that's something I don't talk about a lot, but
man,
I like that beaver on a shaky head. And to be honest, the prawn's a really good bait, but it's a little stiffer than a regular beaver or a D-bomb. You want a soft one, so. The downfall is you do tear them up quite a bit. So you can go with a stiffer plastic and get a few more fish, or you can.
But who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now.
I mean, when you're in a tournament, I mean, use the bait that's right and righteous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
725 people in there. Holy smokes! We got I don't know. I'm not that most entertaining. And I did tell. I'm not gonna lie, I got on my volunteers football forum, so shout out to the Vols and our coach Jeremy Pruitt. He's wrangling them recruits like I get the baits, but I said, I'm gonna be streaming tonight. Y'all come watch me. Maybe they come in here. So
Rich Shackleford said, how much plastic does one man have to own? So let's break it down.
Yeah.
You got to have a beaver style bait. So pick your favorite beaver style bait. It doesn't have to be Reaction Innovations, right?
Right.
It could be the D-bomb. It could be it could be anybody's beaver style bait.
Everyone's got one. I mean, I consider a Zoom Z-Craw beaver style bait.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, anything with that beaver style look, right? I definitely would have one of those. I would definitely have me like a finesse worm. I would definitely have me a trick style worm. I'm definitely going to have a Senko style bait. What am I missing? Creature style bait. Creature, got to have a creature.
Creature, Senko, swim baits, that's soft plastics.
That's true. But, aside from the big bait.
Well, now.
Okay, you got to have that. Yep.
Well, now you can't just have trick worms and Magnum trick worms. I've got to have Nico worms. So I've got my missile, the quiver stick.
But you know what? Look, if you're pressed, you can Nico a trick worm, and you're getting.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. The Magnum trick worm is what I started out, and I still use it.
Bit. You could throw. Look, you could shake your head a trick worm. You can Nico rig a trick worm. You can freaking nose hook a trick worm in pre-spawn. I mean, that episode Travis just put up, man, that's the one I was throwing, man, and I nose hooked it for the first time. I mean, that's the actual bait. I cut the line off. I caught it like a 6.
Shout out to our boy St. Cress. Dropped that $25.
Damn, St. Cress.
Make you holler. Thanks, St. Cress. Says, happy to be here. See, get to 700. Very cool. Thanks for the awesome info and laughs you shared. We're just bait nuts, man. That's all it is.
Hey, Northeast bass fishing. Favorite bass fishing drop shot bait up north has got to be a Gajo Spirit, Chad. If I could only have one. And then favorite drop shot bait down here would be, well, maybe a robo worm.
I'm gonna play dirty.
Go ahead, man.
We're at 725.
748, bro.
I'm posting
751.
I'm posting this. I'm posting it in the Bass Boat group.
Got to do it. Kevin Salima, power shot into creature bait for sure, man. So this is a good question for you, Baitman, as well. I'm gonna weigh in.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between benefit Tokyo rig over a short leader power shot? If you're not in heavy grass, nothing.
Absolutely.
I ain't spending any money on a Tokyo rig. I'm just gonna make my drop 4 inches long, and I have my own Tokyo rig. You know what I mean? It's stiff. It has a little more. It's got a lot of components to it, and I bought a couple because I want to see if I can punch into heavier grass with a Tokyo rig. I really haven't thrown my power shot in heavy grass. Certainly scattered grass, wood, lay down, rock. So, for me, I'm sticking with a heavy drop shot, power shot, short leader.
Honestly, I can tie that power shot probably quicker than I can rig up a Tokyo rig.
That's what I'm talking about.
It doesn't take much. No. And I don't have to go buy a bunch of stuff. I already got everything I need. I've got half ounce, 3/4 drop shot weights.
Yep. If you got your big drop shots, you're good to go, man. So unless you're punching grass, I don't see the need for a Tokyo rig. I don't.
Let's see if I'm fixing to post the link here. I always tell people in this group it's all bass. Oh, shoot. It's all Bass Boat stuff, but it's my group, so you know what I mean? I don't like to be that guy, but I am being that guy.
Steve Hardy, the difference between a Gajo and an X-Zone Slammer, nothing. They worked together. I don't know if you guys know that story, but Gajo and X-Zone were partners at one point, and they split.
You know what? That happens quite a bit in this industry, and it doesn't mean that they got mad at each other. It just...
No, but if I had to buy from one guy knowing the story, I'm going to Will at Gajo Baits, hands down. I'm not even thinking about it. He treated me like gold when I went up there with Travis. I mean, the guy was ultra generous. I was up there in Gajo's world headquarters. I mean, that's what Travis said when we streamed from there the other night. And, Will's like, hey, man, you see anything you want? He goes, I got bags, like gallon bags of like factory seconds, like they might have had not the right color. He goes, dude, take them. He gave me some Gajo stick shads, like a big, hefty gallon bag of it. And I mean, I put like 4 or 5 of those, and they were stiff, so it had too much hardener in it. I just came home and boiled them, for less than 30 seconds and boil them pot. Don't use your mom's good pot or your wife's good pot. And man, them things came out super soft like a hand pour. I went to work on them Potomac fish, man. They were green pumpkin, man.
Benno over there, Little Creeper, we're talking, and he said, man, if you need to buy any baits, man, just let me know. Because, dude, those trash fish sell like crazy, and I would always make sure customers got them. And so one day I'm like, hey, Benno, before you send that order out, because he said, I got a giant order for you. And I said, hey, can you throw me like 4 or 5 seconds in there? I don't care if they got eyes or not. And he's like, you want baits that don't have eyes? I got a package for you. And dude, he sent me like 100 trash fish that won't pass his QC. He said, he said, all you gotta do is cut the extra plastic off, and there's no eyes. Dude, I got a box full, and they swim perfect. They don't look like a brand new Corvette, and they catch fish.
Hey man, you ever seen the eyes that you could stick in the side of a bait? That'd work perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy the eyes all day from 6 cents. They sell all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if they stick, but there's this one that you could stick in soft plastic. It like has a little punch.
It looks like a barbell, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Oh man, I've lost track on the comments. All right, here's a good one. Frankie says, "What are some affordable tungsten weights?" I'm going to tell you, I don't think it makes a difference who you get your tungsten from. The deal is, when you look at your tungsten weights, you want to make sure there's not a bunch of scratches on the inside, or they will cut your line. I mean, I got the ones from 6 cents. They're fine. They're coated. I don't care if they chip or not. I'll be honest, I catch a lot of them on silver. Jason Christie, he saves all his painted tungsten weights, and then he makes a pile of silver ones, and that's what he uses to fish with worms with. Because he thinks when the worms fall and they see that little silver flash, and they commit to it. I've caught a lot on silver, and I think he's got something there. But I just look for sales. Facebook, there's a lot of guys selling tungsten weights, but the deal is make sure there's no inserts, and you want to make sure that where you put your weight in, the back end, the hole is nice and clean.
Yeah. What is that missile baits color that it's like blue back? It's like an Alabama crawl. No, not Alabama crawl. It's like
Okeechobee crawl?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's like the Okeechobee crawl color, St. Chris. It's that blue back you found on a jig, and then green pumpkin. Destroyer, oh no, what the hell is that called, man? Can't think of it.
Is it
anyway.
Tournament Tackle exclusive?
No, Superbug.
Yeah, Superbug. That's nasty.
Superbug. I like Superbug.
So have you ever got on Tournament Tackle and seen their exclusive D-bomb colors?
Yes, I got some.
Yeah, I need to order
like
some.
That. I like that they sell in a 25 pack. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, the only thing I got against Missile is it's a 6-pack of baits for $3.99, whereas you buy Beavers, it's like 12 for $4.99 or $5.99. No big deal. Right. I mean, I make them last pretty good, but
yeah.
But I do like that you can buy 25 packs. You know.
Yes. I go for the 25 pack.
They make a color.
Got a sale. Yeah.
I know Travis is a tube guy. I guess he fishes tube a little bit, but the color here that does really good. When you talk about spawner bait, the tube is forgot about.
Oh yeah.
And I don't just mean sight fishing, but I mean like flipping and dock fishing.
That's old school, bro.
Green pumpkin, powder blue tail.
Oh yeah.
It's that contrast. I don't know if it really makes a difference with blue, but that contrast, they like it.
I think I got a bag of Mismos upstairs.
Is Mismo going Mismo out of business? Green pumpkin blue tail.
Is it going out? Is Mismo going out of business? They have no stock.
Yeah, and they were the #1 tube manufacturer in the country at one time.
And made it for Bass Pro. Bass Pro would private label their tubes, man. What is going on with Mismo? You can't get it. It's crazy, man. I bought 100 pack because I'm like, man, I don't know. They gonna make it?
I don't know. You know, they did some things in that company. So, you know, Terry Bolton was married to Pam Wood, and her family owned Mismo. And so they had the Terry Bolton ledge jig, which is actually a really decent jig. It was meant for stroking. And then they had a 10-inch worm and some other stuff. And this kind of goes back to something me and you've talked about. Sometimes a company wants to do too many different things and not focus on the one thing that makes them really good.
That's right, man.
You know.
Oh, I love the Kinky Beaver post spawn, man. That is a nice bait. 804.
Holy smokes. 804. What? Just think if we could get Travis to join for stream, the fatal three-way, he might can know what this feels like. I messaged him today. It was like, hey, man, I'm trying to sell your boat. And he's like, oh, please do. I'm trying to move that thing. And
man.
He messaged me right back, and I almost thought, man, I want to see if Travis wants to jump on. I was like, he might be busy. You know, I don't want to bother him.
That Rage Tail grub is a good one, man. Yamamoto made a great grub and still does. And I think the grub is a forgotten bait.
Yes, especially the
grub is a forgotten bait.
Yep, and I'll tell you this, Eric, the Yamamoto made the 5-inch double tail. Those guys at Hartwell throw that on a jig head and smash them, because it's, you know, it's not like a double tail you're going to put on a spinnerbait or a jig. It's made to fish by itself, maybe even a 6-inch. But
how about this grub? I know you know this one. You got to throw this somewhere out down in Alabama, because I think it would get eaten by a jank.
Oh, jank.
Dude, look at, you want a grub?
Yeah, man, that's that.
Look, it's got a hook slot.
Yep. Right? I've got one. Creamy pours it.
It's by Cream. It's called the Stubborn Grub. 11 inches long. Look at that freaking hunk of plastic. And look at that tail, man. That thing is gonna look. There's your eel imitation.
That's it.
I think that's a big bite during the, post-spawn, pre-spawn, spawn.
I think you could put that on a scrounger.
Oh, my God.
You might miss a few fish on it, but my theory out deep, these fish don't eat the tail. They come to kill it hitting the head, unless you got like
They're going to hit the head. That's right. It's kind of like when I swim a lizard during the spawn. That's a really good technique that I think is forgotten. I mean, like really slow roll it, not like swim it fast, but slow roll it. You're feeling, because in my body of water, we rarely get the sight fish. Upper Bay and Potomac River, you're not seeing the beds. I mean, there's only been a handful of times where it was clear enough to actually see bass on a bed, and so you're forced to fish in conditions where, because tidal influences are going to bring, if it rains, mud's coming out of the creek. Wind, it's going to muddy up the bays, and you just don't see them. So you're trying to find that gravel or soft spot, or where they spawn. And there's a lot of gravel bays. And so when you're swimming that lizard, you're feeling for it, and when you stop it, man, you just shake it in that bed, and they just hammer it, dude.
I'm gonna have to take me a break of nature, and I'm probably gonna have to get me some more mellow yellow, so I don't do coffee.
Do it up, man. No, man, I ain't got any coffee. I'm spitting in that thing.
Yeah.
Big Cuda, big fat Albert, man. Yep.
I like that Callan's Mondo grub, dude. I got a big bag of it. I'll be right back, dude. It's either now or I'm gonna have to get Depends, and they're not sponsoring me, so I don't really want to talk about them. I'll be right back.
No problem, man. So what's everybody else's favorite baits during the spawn, man? Yeah, Bill, let's get it to 1,000. Which lizard am I swimming? I'm going to go with a 5 or 6 inch Zoom lizard for sure, man. It's their OG lizard. I'm going to throw it on a, quarter ounce pegged sinker. I'm probably going to throw it on 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon. And I'm going to throw it on it with an EWG hook, man. All right, here we go. Tubes for sure. Pit Boss, Yum Lizard, Croco Gator Grub, CG3. What's the Croco Gator? Same company that makes the buzz bait? Super Fluke. Dark Sleeper. Steve S, man. Yeah, I've caught some fish on the Dark Sleeper, man. Ringling? What the heck is that one? Oh, Bobby. Your bro caught his PB. Power Bait Lizard. Do they still make them? Dark Sleeper. Yeah, you got to try that, man. Wolfie Brandon. So the Bayou Burner, man, tidal is all going to be largemouth. There's a little bit of smallmouth influence on the Upper Bay and tidal Potomac as you get up in the north areas, but it's almost exclusively largemouth. Eliminator Grub, 5.5, nice. So Steve Hardy, I was throwing that Gancraft jointed claw 230 slow sinking. I'll show you the bait. I got the bait down here in the lab. Baitman, are you on?
I'm back.
Yeah. So somebody asked what bait I was throwing during the spawn.
Gancraft.
The Gancraft, and this was a Paul Bailey colorway. I think they call it chartreuse shad now, but I mean it was the Paul Bailey reservoir shad when they first released it. And I banged up my joint here, but I fixed that with this product called Sugru. It's a moldable glue, and it's kind of rubberized, but it's hard enough, and it stayed on there, man. So yeah, man, I love this bait. I had fish, and by the way, if anybody throws swim baits, if you're new to it, you don't have to buy an expensive bait like this. You can throw the, River to Sea S-Wave or 168. But you chuck a swim bait like this size in a bed, and that will piss that fish off.
Yes, it does.
Or it will scare the shit out of them. So if they leave like in a hurry, but if they start nipping at it, you can throw your bed bait in there, right? The swim in there, and you probably get them so fired up they're going to bite and you're going to catch them.
So this is my special grub. That's that Callan's. It says Mogambo.
Mogambo, I know that grub.
But man, you take this
I
grub.
bought some at Bass Pro, man.
Yeah. Take this grub and say if you got your little BA spinner that you can get on the True Bass website.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
You take a I know Brent's got his own. It's a little bit longer, but you want to bulk this thing up, man? Take you a Magombo.
Yeah, dude.
And they're pretty stout. They're not going to rip too many of these.
Yeah.
Put Magombo up there. Now that is a big freaking profile
that's what
wedge
I'm
bait.
talking about.
But that thing's so big, it spins. It makes them really good.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that they like to buzz them on top.
Yeah. You can do that.
Just through grass. I mean, gosh, that'd be a great idea. Buzz it, buzz it, buzz it. Man, we did a nice buzz bait special the other night, man. I went off a little bit.
I know. I had to bow out. I loved it. I appreciate you asking me to join, but I bowed out. We buzz baited it to death.
That's all right. I carried it. We set a record that night too on smallmouth crush.
So how about this too? The spawn frogs. Everyone thinks frogs has got to be a fall fishing, mat fishing deal, or you got to have grass. That is absolutely wrong. These fish hate a frog over their bed.
They do, man.
They will show themselves on a frog sometimes, and you can go back and you can finesse fish them or whatnot.
That's very true.
Just
very
like that
true.
glide bait, you say it pisses them off, but a lot of times they show themselves.
They come look at that. They come look at that, man. Thank you, Kyle. They come look at that bait for sure. I had a lot of followers in Alabama on this. I was pitching it onto the bank because I could see the fish. You know, they weren't set up on their beds yet. There were a few bed fish for sure, but there were cruisers, and man, literally every cruiser, they'd follow it, and a couple of them nipped at it. And then I got a little light ripple on the water. I'm like, it's time to go up front. So I said, Travis, give me the front. It didn't take long, man. Twink.
Yeah.
It was nice.
He did a good job on video, man. You know, a lot of people. I'm different as some YouTubers. Some YouTubers say, "Man, I just don't watch anybody's stuff." I do, man, because, dude,
why not?
My little girl, she'll sit there and watch fishing videos like she's watching Scooby Doo. She won't move a muscle. She'll just go, "Ooh, bass," you know. And she likes to go, "Oh, Daddy, bait shows, bait shows." And I'm like, "All right." We watched that the other day.
You talk about frogs over a bed. How about this slob stopper from Toxic Bait?
Toxic Bait suck, dude. That's a joke. If anybody knows, he's always his slogan's Toxic Bait sucks. But that guy right there is slob stopper. I've heard some good stuff on that thing.
That thing will walk in place, man. Like right after the bass spawn, the bluegill spawn, and I'm telling you, this thing will get some jank big bites, man.
I like janks. I'm gonna have to get a 2020 version of a jank shirt. My one's it's old, but yeah, I watch a video and you drop a janks on there, and Travis is like, "What?" I'm like,
"You saw that, right?"
Yeah,
I threw it in for you, bro.
Bait Junior's PB is right around 2 pounds. Steve Hardy, he got into it when he was little, and then he kind of found the Xbox, and then now he's back into it. I have to kick him out of the bait room because he strolls my stuff everywhere. Yeah, show some toxic baits, dude. I've been wanting to get some stuff to show off on the channel because those baits are legit.
So it doesn't have the tail put in it yet, but this is the slob stopper's big brother. This is a dive, and you can wake this. This is a wake and crank. And Wade Hogs, sorry. This is the Wade Hogs. Wade Hogs. I got a wake and crank over there too. But yeah, I mean this is a composite bait. It's not made out of wood. But it's got a diving bill, so it'll get to about, 2 feet. But if you hold your rod tip up, you can wake this as well. So it's a beast of a bait, man. It gets the bigger bite for sure. And he's got a smaller version, which I'll show you, called the Whippersnapper.
Yes.
I tried to get that for a long time, and I finally got one.
Caleb asked, anyone ever recognize me on Call of Duty? That's funny because somebody did 2 nights ago. Actually, Bait Junior was playing. And they said, "Oh my gosh, Baitman!" You know, I was like, "Oh gosh!"
And I think he's got a new version coming out without this funky. But check out that bill, man. It's kind of like the bill on the Strike Pro Bubba.
Yeah, that L7.
Yeah.
Kind of like the 6 cents makes the swank with the L bill, but that's not quite an L. That's like
it's not quite right. But that's a smaller little bait, so you don't need any specialized swim swim bait gear to throw this. And what's cool about this is these gills are just, silicone skirt.
Mm-hmm.
You pull it through with a paper clip. Pretty cool, huh? You know, and I could dress up that tail. I might throw a little chartreuse in that tail. I don't know, make it a little hot. And then that's just stuck in with toothpicks, man. So, yeah.
Now, supposedly, I could be wrong. Doesn't he paint all those with a spray can? Or does he airbrush them?
No, I think
it's rattle can.
It's rattle can paint. Yep.
So
Northeast fishing, you're right. That's a true statement.
Yeah, he I've been meaning to. His name's Cesar Chavez, and I'll drop his website here. I think it's toxicbaits.com.
Yeah, and then he's got a micro mink, which is his rat style bait.
Oh, dude, that sucker looks so good.
That little joker, man. That's just, and it's a mag trick worm for the tail, so no fancy tail. So you probably could throw this on a heavier, if you had a jig rod with an extra soft tip.
Yeah.
Throw it on like a flipping stick. It's not hateful. Micro mink. Yep.
Subscriber here for a long time, dude. This guy's OG, like back when I had like 200 subs. Jack and Bass Socail says he's got a ton of videos on his channel throwing the toxic weight hog. So y'all go look up his channel, Yak and Bass space Socail, if you want to see that thing in action. Great dude.
Oh yeah, Yak and Bass is great, man. I love his commentary. When he's on, man, he's on point.
Yeah, dude, almost 900 in the live stream.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Almost 900. You would think they tune in to see the Vols playing or getting beat, more like it. But I'm ready for something on TV, some kind of sports. Eric, it's got to happen. Let's get some fishing, Bassmaster on a Saturday, some Bass Live.
Dude, we need something, man. We need something. We can't just keep looking at baits all year, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this show's going to get really crazy once the fishing gets back and these guys are pulling out some new baits, and we got to explain what this is.
And then you got the elude baits, man. This is the gnarled gerbil, man. This thing it's made for night fish because it's a black version, man. But listen to this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna do this because this is wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds nasty.
Can you hear that, dude? That thing's nasty right there, man. That makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, we're at 900.
And then this is his pistol gill. I bought this from Coyote Bait and Tackle, man.
That's a great store. Oh my goodness, that's the right color right there. I'm gonna tell you.
That is the right color to piss a bass off, man. And he's got the silencers. For anybody that doesn't know swim baits, this has got like a silicone pad right here on the joint, so it makes it a little bit quieter. You'll see him on the Roman Mage. You can buy him. He sells them on his website too. And that's the pistol gill tail that I was telling you about that I put on that shell cracker. Mm-hmm. So I did that mod, and I posted it up, and I tagged him in the post, and he goes, that's a fat mod, man, because that little sexy tail right there on that shell cracker, man, it was just like la 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 la. But I still think I did the wrong thing, because I think part of what pisses a bass off with that shell cracker is that hard plastic tail ticking, so it's making that sound. You know what I mean? Dude. Anyway.
So that's the thing about the swim bait game. You know how we are with our balsa cranks, especially you, that each lip does a little bit different, or each body style is different.
Yep.
Dude, them glides and swim baits are just like it.
Yep.
A different style of joint makes different things. Some guys like a joint that makes a lot of noise. Some guys like it silent. But there's a time and place for everything. And if you want to get deep in that swim bait game, you better have a pretty deep bank account too.
That's very true. So this is my Magambo grub.
Uh-huh.
And I bought them on clearance at Bass Pro Shops, but I freaking got a panhead with like a screw lock keeper. Now they painted the whole hook. It's a saltwater deal. Where the hell did I get that? But this thing will rock. And so I want to roll this thing through grass beds, like a little sneaky naked swim bait.
You got any of those Lindy airplane heads?
I don't, man.
I've been curious to think about getting some hair jigs tied up with that airplane head, because it's got those things, and the walleye guys do it, and they put a grub or whatever.
Oh, I got some airplane heads.
And it makes it go like this.
Oh no, I don't have that. Well, I got the pan head, wobble head kind of deal.
Well, they call them an airplane head, and it goes. Now think about a hair jig. What we do, we reel it and we let it fall and poof out. But what if you threw that hair jig out there and you reel it up real quick, and then it turns around and spins back in your face.
Right.
You ever threw a minnow like off a boat dock, you're done crappie fishing or whatnot, and you flick a minnow in the water and it's dead? It doesn't always do this. Sometimes when they got just a little bit of life, they're trying to swim, and they swim down in a circle.
Yeah.
I mean, anything like that. So, dude, if this video gets 400 likes, I will add to this giveaway. I'll pull some Scottsboro tackle. I'll throw a pack of Beast Coast creeps in there. 400 likes. I'll throw some Scottsboro tackle, Beast Coast creeps, and we'll instead of one giant giveaway, I'll draw 2 names. So I'll divide it up in half.
Do you like the what you call it?
That's a great candy bar. Is what you call it?
What was I going to ask you about, man? The oh man, what the hell was I thinking?
Dustin Taylor, thanks for the $5 dono. I am pumped. We got 900 viewers. I don't know what happened. YouTube is liking us tonight.
That's crazy.
It's all Eric. I'm not gonna lie. It's all Eric.
Come on, no, nothing to do with it.
I will say in that video with Travis though, you clean shaved. You're a baby face. It's like, man, I don't know.
Oh, that's funny, man. 928. What?
Bait Junior's
That's
back.
crazy,
What's
man.
up, dude?
Hey.
You get your face cleaned?
Junior.
Hey, guess how many people are watching? 928 people.
Check this out, man. I
Hit
showed
that
this the other
subscribe
night, man. This is you want to catch yourself a lot of bass, man? Get yourself the Z-Man finesse worm.
Yeah.
Finesse worm with a red head. That set the record with Ned Kahady.
Really?
That color, green pumpkin. Finesse worm.
If we hit 1,000 likes, I will shave my beard, St. Crest. 1,000 likes, I'll shave the beard. I gotta get the unibrow gone anyway. Right,
look, this is the chatterbait I was telling you about. It's called the flippin' chatterbait. Who's heard of this one? This is the flippin' chatterbait. Should I take it out of the pack so you guys can really see what it's like?
Yeah, dude. It might be the shirt, Tim Harris.
Why is this?
The world is ready for the Vols to be back.
Why's the head cut?
Well, we rigged it different. That's why I cut the head off of it.
So this is cool, man. I'd never seen this before until I bought them, but I liked it. It was the first chatterbait that I saw that had like a. So it's kind of like it's like a grass head. See, it's not the regular head. Okay, so that comes through grass really nice. I got a black blade, which I really like. And here's the deal. So it has this keeper. Now I would take this keeper off because it's like that Mr. Twister deal. See that little pin right there?
Yes.
So you could put your trailer on, but I would take that off, and then I would put a one of those copper screw locks on there. You know what I'm talking about, or a centering pin from Owner, and then it had this little black rattle. So this thing rattled, and I'd put cross style trailers on it. So black, I would go with like a black and red.
Yeah.
Man, I wore them out. I had this thing. This was my little, and it's got a nice bite on the hook, right? And it's pretty stout. I mean, that's a stout hook. I had to sharpen the hook. I mean, like, watch. If I do this, it's not as sharp as so it just slides right across my fingernail.
Yeah, you're going to have to sharpen that guy up.
No, so I would work on it and sharpen it before my derbies and stuff. But this deal, man, it's freaking, it's caught him.
You know what that head reminds me of? A Strike King structure jig. You know how it's got that? It's not quite a flipping head, but it's got that same arrowhead design. What you got there, Bait Junior? Oh, he really wants to show you all this 6-cent speed glide. Really bad. You like that bait?
Yes.
Dude, tell me about that thing. Can you, like, burn it, Baitman Jr.? Can you burn it?
Can you burn that? Is that one of you real fast?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Has anybody seen this little deal, man? This is a smallmouth killer. It's the shaky chatter.
Ooh, like a little finesse chatterbait?
This is a finesse chatterbait, man. This is 9 grams with a football style head and a little micro blade, and a decent size hook for smallmouth. It's not one of them giant ones, man.
Black Dog Bait says he wants me to sport a Matt Robertson mullet. I had a mullet 2 years ago, but my hair is getting thin, so I'll look like Mr. Burns off of the Simpsons with the longish hair, mullet. I'll have a skullet is what I'll have.
A
Just to get
skullet.
my little thing.
Man, whoa, Shady Banks, $24.99, dude.
Dude, Shady Banks, I appreciate it, my man. We're
That
gonna put
is
that to
nice.
good use. I mean, it's the first day of the month.
Wait a minute. So Black Dog Bakes is on right now watching?
Yeah, dude, he's
Dude, let me go get a couple OG punkers. Now I need him to identify. How can I tell? So I'm gonna show. I don't know everything about these baits, so I'm just asking.
guys. Thank you so much for sharing.
So is this an OG punker?
That's cool.
Justin from Black Dog, he'll be able to. Dude, he's been on my stuff for a long time. He's a great dude. That one's nasty there.
I like that one.
Baitman Jr. says, I like that one.
Yeah.
That looks
I wanna
OG
tell.
to me.
How do I tell if is it wood or composite? Did they have them make a composite one? How do I know if this is wood or composite?
Well, hold on. Let me get behind me.
Because this one looks like it's bigger.
Understand that.
Watch out, Brooks. Huh. I got something else nasty up here for Topwater.
All right. He said if it's a repaint, it's difficult to tell. That's fair.
So, Black Dog Baits, he made this one for me last year. This is an 8-inch wooden punker. Look at that paint job, dude.
I know that. The hooks are.
That looks gizzard nasty right there. One thing I like is it's got a bone-ish belly, but these baits got a little bit of roll into them. I mean, they turn on their side, which is still cool.
Yeah.
The hooks are.
And you got that flash. And then here's an injected one. And all I know is the injected ones,
Yeah.
they got a bunch of rattle to them. And
Chris Blade jackhammer all the way
What about that
versus
one?
Thunder
What about this
Cricket.
one?
I'd have
no
to
rattle
go
on
with
this
that.
one, Brooks. But man, those are some big hooks, and they're sharp.
Yeah.
All right, here's one more
Big
chatterbait
one.
for everybody. How many people have thrown this one, the mini series?
I have. I love that. That's the best
That
pond
thing
chatterbait
catches 'em.
ever.
That thing catches them right there, man. That little, if you don't have a mini chatterbait, you need to get a couple. Because when the bait gets small, that thing will save you. It's kind of like throwing a little dipper, just naked with EWG hook and like an 1/8 ounce or 16th ounce, or just some type of finesse swim bait going through grass beds when it gets slick, calm, high sun. You can be sneaky. Don't sleep on that, everybody. You don't need to power your way through everything.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Black Dog Bait says we're going to have some new colors coming soon.
Oh man, that's nice.
Hey, I got a JDM Topwater for you. So
All right.
this is
Are we going big or are we going small?
it's
what
big.
Are we doing?
It's big.
All right. Get a big
You
one
probably
for me
have
too,
one.
man. I don't know. What is it?
An Evergreen Amazon.
No, I don't.
So
Hold
this
on.
is
I
like.
gotta come back to the camera.
So here's the deal on here. Guy from Strike King Pro guides on Lake Amistad. That's all I'm going to say. You can figure that out for yourself. He won 3 Strand Series in a row and then won the championship. This was his money deal on Amistad. He said like a sexy dog or a spook, the fish wouldn't commit, and he found this bait. This is the Evergreen Amazon. It's like a giant salmon. It's got a little bit more bow in it. It's got a lot of rattle to it. Yeah.
So it's got a hard knock, man.
Yeah. He said, do those fish in 15,
It's a
20 foot of
Evergreen or
water. Evergreen
or
Amazon.
I did not get
nice.
a donation.
They will just come up and crush this thing. And that inspired, and the punker inspired Strike King to make the Mega Dog. But at the end of the day, that guy is where to go. Yeah. That was
Nice,
Ray.
man.
Someone's already said so. Yeah, Ray Hanselman, hopefully. Great dude. Absolute salt of the earth people is Ray Hanselman.
Right.
An amazing fisherman. But that bait, big topwater, that's nasty. It works really good. And they're hard to find because it's kind of older. It's not like they just come out
Yeah.
with it.
Did you read the
Yeah,
donation?
right.
I did.
Oh.
We got 962. We're 38
Dang,
from
man.
1,000.
How about the OG? Is that a mimic?
I think that's a mimic. That's
that-
not the Buckeye.
That's not the Buckeye.
That's the mimic. But
How you like my little?
I do like that.
That little VNC treble hook with a flashy. All right, now here's one for you.
38 is not that bad. You sure?
How about the Mega Bass Dough Rum?
I don't. I don't have one of those.
Well, look.
Never even heard of it,
dude. It's curved. That bait ain't straight. It's made that way.
That's
And it's got such an incredible roll to it. That thing almost turn over on its side when you're waking this thing, man. I can't wait to try it because it's impossible to find the old Buckeye, right? They don't make them anymore? Why'd they stop? Well, who made it for Buckeye? Wait, whoa. Get back. Who made... Was it Mimic?
John Hare. So John Hare, who owns Greenfish Tackle, from what I'm told, he was the dude making...
What?
He was the dude. He worked for Buckeye, and John was the guy making those Buckeyes. So John Hare and Greenfish, he's got a new wake bait, and it's all his doing, but he was the guy. So John left Buckeye, formed Greenfish, and now PH, as Phil does, he makes a copy of somebody else's bait.
What do you think of the new PH? Is it as good as the Buckeye?
Some of the Indiana guys tell me, yeah, it is, and I don't know. I gave away 2 Buckeye wake-ups to a charity event, but you know what? I'm not mad about it because the money went to. They got like $200. Elite Series Pro bought them, had one custom painted, said gotta have it, and the other one was just a bone one. So dude, they're just so hard to find. But went to a charity event, no problem there, man. Gotta help some people out. I knew people that knew would be like, ooh, but I should have saved a couple.
What about the new Berkeley wake bait, man? That what's that guy that's like famous for the wake baits? What's his name? He won the Scott Suggs.
So Suggs had told me personally it's a really good
whole
bait.
Thing, man. Yeah,
it's kind of like a redfin, and then they make they had to change the name from the pit bull, but it's a square bull wake. It's pretty good. Hell, let's just talk wake baits. A lot of people on here have been asking me to do some wake bait talk, and I got to shut my door. I got windows or mosquitoes coming in here.
All right. Who asked me that color? Somebody asked me that color. Oh yeah, James. Is that the one you're talking about? The live chatter?
You can't listen with those.
Sean Live, what's up? Hey man, I shipped out your stuff today, man.
If we get 1,000 viewers, I'm going to show the new 6 cents wake bait that they just posted on Instagram.
What?
We're really close. I might get in trouble, but hey, they put a photo. I might as well just show you the whole deal. I'll show you. I'll show you if you can watch this video on my phone real quick.
Let me see it.
I'm gonna put the video up here.
Oh yeah, how about the Rapala BX wake is nice. There you go.
All right, you may not can see the bait.
I'm gonna watch it.
See if it's look at it come through this pool. There you go. The glare might be off now.
Yep.
My pool looks like Lake Okeechobee, by the way. I'm getting a new liner, so we're at 980. 20 more world debut of the 6 cents wake bait. I don't even know the name of it.
Really? So look, is that Strike Pro Bubba all it's cracked up to be? And is Strike King gonna bring it back like they made it before, like the exact same?
Listen, if you're gonna do it like something like that, do it right. And I think they'll try to make it as close as they can.
All right, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. I like it.
From what I was told, they just bought the company out and just said, "Hey, we're not going to make our own. We're just going to buy you out." And
oh yeah, how about the Mikey? Somebody mentioned the Mikey.
Yeah, so they got them in stock on Tackle Warehouse right now. You can get the Mikey Juniors.
Right here, brother. Now, is it the Mikey Junior with that funky little wood? See how that lip's got a bend in it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's the regular. It's the original kind.
Yes. So, but they're stocking them now. They discontinued. I guess they brought it back. That's a nasty wake bait no one talks about.
Yeah, right?
I don't have that many wake baits.
There's so many sleepers out there for sure. How about the guys that used to like...
You have one.
How about the guys that used to bend, like heat up the plastic and then bend it?
Yeah.
What about that? Anybody doing that anymore with the old bomber? Long end?
I'm not.
Did you ever?
No.
Seemed like a lot of work.
Oh, I know which one.
And then you might screw it up. All right, here's a question for you.
Go.
I got a question, man.
Yep.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, the original Lucky Craft 1.5, all the original Lucky Crafts, right? All the original Lucky Crafts, and now they're remaking the American series Lucky Crafts, and they're bringing back some harder to find original Lucky Crafts. Are they the same bait, same plastic, same density, same?
I think it's going to be the same molds, Eric, but I don't know if it's going to have the same plastic.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest. Dude, quit hitting the microphone. He's getting bored. He's tapping my microphone.
$9.96, dude.
I know. We're fixing to have to show this thing off. Listen.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, the wake shad, the wake shad, the wake shad.
I got one. You got
Hold
one?
on. I got one. I just bent the lip out, man. I did a lip mod.
Uh-oh.
That's why I wanted to show it.
Yeah, show me that lip mod.
Man. Oh, right here. I hope I didn't screw it up. Let me know, guys. All right, so I took the baby. So I took the baby diving one, and I took a lighter, and you got to have balls to do it because you can see I have a little smoke ring on the bottom of that.
That's right.
But I just bent the lip down. You got to be really careful. You can burn a hole in the bait. Mm-hmm. But I think that's going to work out fine.
It's pretty nasty.
Did I screw it up?
I think you did all right. That's
right.
That's my favorite color, chartreuse shad.
Oh yeah, man. And I mean, it's straight. I didn't bend. I took a pair of pliers. Once I had it hot enough. But you got to watch it, man. You can. It could go south. 1,000, buddy. You hit
1,000 live viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Baitman Jr., come on here, blow it up. 1,000 people online. All right, I told y'all I would show you the 6 cents new wake bait. My guy Philip Jones, he designed that.
Man.
You got anything to say? You got anything to say to 1,000 viewers, Brooks?
Good job.
Good job.
Hold on, man. I got to add this to my story, man. Man, on with Baitman live tonight, man. He pulled me in with Baitman Jr.
That's right. Epic Echo here.
1,000, man.
1,000
viewers, man. Wow. Congratulations, Baitman. You work your butt off for this channel, bro.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Man. Great job tonight.
I made a promise, so these are prototypes, so the final product may not look exactly, but I can tell you this is it. And yes, this one is orange and some purple back. Visual bait here, but you notice that lip, very similar to that Mikey. It's got a joint in here. It's got some rattle to it, not a whole lot.
Like that.
But because when you throw it, you don't hear the rattle. But dude, this sucker right here, my pull, I cannot get it to burn out or blow out. And you notice it throws a good weight, but it won't go anything, below 6 inches. I mean, it's meant to throw up surface. But yeah,
man, that's awesome, man.
Hey, go get there's a fishing rod out there, Brooks. It's got a white bait on it. Bring it in here.
Man, on with Baitman live tonight, man. He pulled me in with Baitman Jr. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I'm posting this up.
That's all good.
Wow. Congratulations, Baitman.
But that should be available from 6 cents here in the next month or so. I don't even know the name. I just know it's a jointed wake.
And we hit 1,000, man. 1K viewers, man.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I'm going to cut it off.
I noticed everyone in the chat said...
Man, Ethan Rickard, thanks for the $9.99 for bait, man. That's outstanding. Woohoo! 1,000. That's crazy. Northeast Bass Fishing. I'm not sure which wake bait. Hey, Baitman, what's the weight on that wake bait you just showed?
Yeah, you got a Mega Bass Eye Loud.
What is that?
It's dude, 1,026. Holy smokes! What in the world is? They said, hey, you got to get on Baitman's channel. He's got that 6 cents bait. Well, here's the one I was putting in my pool. That's that Spanish pearl. Actually, this is more just like white. It ain't even bone. That's the first prototype I got. But that lip got some triple grips on it. So the only thing I would do this bait, if you're a wake bait guy, and when I'm told if they miss it, add a feather on the back.
Oh yeah.
Or you did something interesting. You had the Buckeye earlier with the blade. Imagine putting that little blade up on that big wake bait.
Oh man, with that little ticker right there, that would be the bomb.
But this will be available probably about a month and a half on 6 Cents website. Baitman exclusive here. Hopefully they don't fire me because of that. But they put a photo up today teasing it. So you know what? If you're going to put a photo and tease, I might as well show it because I knew someone was going to ask. But
what's your setup for a wake bait?
Small baits like I don't have a whole lot of wake baits, but like like the Movement 80X. This is a very unique bait, but this is a wake bait. See, the lip angle isn't as steep as what I just shown you because this will run about a foot underwater.
That's about a foot, yeah.
Or something like
that'll shake your rod like crazy.
Yes. Or like the KVD wake. Great bait, smaller. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have crazy equipment for that, man.
No,
really, whatever you throw a square bill on, you pretty much do it. Now I don't go floor carve. Put some mono on there. You're basically almost on a topwater. And if you want your wake bait to float even higher, if you're maybe yours is running down a lot, get you some heavy mono. 17-pound P line, something like that. It's gonna be perfect for wake bait. And you get around grass, Eric, you definitely want to throw that great braid on a wake bait. Braid or mono. Yeah. That's the way to go. Fluorocarbon. Now, there are some guys that like that wake to get right below the surface and just a small V, kind of. They'll put some fluorocarbon on there. But
yeah, they're going to get to the jank color on that
jank juice. I don't know if jank juice is coming in the wake. I hope it does. That color's worked out really good for them. It works good. Now, Brooks has got an OG wake shad right here. Show them the wake shad.
Oh, man, that's the big one. That's the king.
You're going to have to move it up a little bit.
That's the king.
My ring light's a little off tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. That's all right.
There's the OG wake shad that Veer sent it to me, so I appreciate that. I'll put it back in the box. But what's cool about that Black Dog G2, man, you can crank it.
Sean Lai with the $5.
Yeah, man.
Nice, Sean. He's the best, man.
Sean, I appreciate it, dude. I see you over on Smallmouth Crush, man. You're a great viewer.
He is unbelievable. So
I have tried the 6 Cents Axis. It's pretty nasty.
So in the old days before they made wakes, this is what they would always do. So they would take the Bomber Long A and they would look for the bone one. So
shave it down.
If you shave it down and scrape the paint off and it's bone plastic, you got the right one. The bone plastic is more buoyant. Yep. Like Lucky Craft and the Japan series will make bone models, and it's that milky plastic.
Yeah.
So anyway, you take a lighter and you heat up this old flat A, and you'll know you're getting an old flat A or any type of bomber with a screw tail. See the size of that tail? It's got that screw. It's a screw. And so it's the fatter. The newer ones have rings that are molded in that are about that size of the middle one. So that's called a screw tail. Anyway, take a lighter, and then they would bend that lip down, man, and they would wake these baits, post-spawn, that kind of thing.
I've seen that in action, man, at Lake Cumberland with a couple guys that worked for FLW, and they were throwing that sucker around Thanksgiving, November, and December. The water would be like high 40s, low 50s, and these smallmouth on Cumberland come off those deep points and crush that thing. Then
I'm gonna try to take this chrome one, and I'm gonna see if it's bone underneath. I'm gonna scrape a little paint off and see if I got the right one.
Make sure you guys smash the like button again. Thank you so much, getting us to 1,000 viewers tonight. It's I don't know if I'll ever top that record. Maybe if I was, get up there in that 50,000-60,000 sub reach, that might be
you guys see that?
Thing.
So that's
or 1,000.
That's not the clear plastic. That's the bone plastic underneath that. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Right. You got to be brave, man. You got to be brave to put a lighter on a lure, man.
Well, some would say I got to be brave. I throw a 10XD on 10-pound fluorocarbon.
See, guys, can you see that now? Can you see the bone color shining through there?
Oh yeah, that's like. Yeah, remember those red eye shads I have
that are
beat up and they're bone? Yeah, those are the best ones. Go find some of those now.
Man, that's we talked about this, and that just pisses me off, man, because I'm telling you, it's a denser plastic. That's my opinion, and I think that's what's going on with them Lucky Crafts, the 1.5s, the American-made series versus the Japan series back in the day. It was probably bone plastic. And how much more could bone plastic cost than clear plastic?
I don't know.
Pennies?
Speaking of Lucky Craft, some of their plastic was even matte finish.
Yeah, of course.
You know they do those mat baits.
I got a couple Matt Lucky Crafts. I'll dig one out.
Those old D20s, chartreuse and blue. I'd set them on the dash of my truck to fade out. Well,
oh yeah, man.
When they got ate up real good, they weren't bone. They were like a mat. They weren't like see-through, and they weren't bone. They were like a matte plastic.
See, that's a Lucky Craft CB100, and that's in a matte finish. So they've been doing matte finishes in Lucky Craft for a long time. Like right now, like you'll see duels starting to come out with some matte finishes, and I mean you could do the same thing with a bait. You just take some nice steel wool or some light sandpaper and just sand the shine down off it, and you'll have a matte bait. So, if you don't like the shine, sand it on down.
Dustin Taylor said he was told it was a lead ball, not tungsten, in different hooks and hangers. This is what Brent Ayler told me 3 years ago to ICAST. When Lucky Craft, remember they pulled them RCs back to $6.99. I said, in the USA series, I said, how are they doing that? And Brent said, they're taking out, he said, on a normal Lucky Craft crankbait. And I've been to the plant in Japan years ago.
Yeah.
One bait, a Lucky Craft bait, got touched by like 40 people before it went in the package.
Oh my
wow. So how are they doing?
Now it's only getting touched by like 10 people. And they're only quality checking 1 out of every 100 instead of 1 out of every 1.
Wow.
So,
dang.
I don't know. Someone said, this is a good question, you can help out here. When and where to throw a wake bait? Right now is a great time to throw a wake bait. The spawn, post-spawn, pre-spawn, fry garters don't like it. It's a very subtle topwater.
Yep. And I think it's really good when the water slicks off too. You could do it over the summertime in grass beds. When it's higher tide, especially when you've got slick, calm conditions.
Yes.
The
bigger wakes, I like just a little bit of ripple on the water.
Yeah.
You get a 5-10 mile an hour wind, it's done for. You just want enough to break it up a little bit, because what'll happen, those fish can get a really good look at it and they'll shark it. They'll come up and just push it out of the way. But you get a little ripple or some overcast. Mm-hmm. That's what you want, man. Overcast day with just barely a ripple. Those fish, they see it, but they don't like see it and know it's not real. They just come up to kill it.
That's right. Yeah.
That feather deal on the wake, if you're missing a lot of fish and the condition's right, put a feather on there.
Mm-hmm. Man, 1,070, dude.
Man, what are we doing?
1,072.
1,072 people, Brooks.
That's crazy, man.
Make sure you guys smash the like button, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button, because I've seen a couple people say, hey, I'm new. Berkeley Surge Shad. Yeah, that's like a redfin.
Yeah, that's the Scott Suggs deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it. He designed that bait. So
dude, if you knew how much stuff Scott Suggs has designed for Berkeley, it would blow your mind.
Really?
He's a great dude. He's hilarious. I'm not going to lie, cover your ears. I got really drunk with him in ICAST about 2 years ago. I almost didn't recover.
Oh, no, really?
I was hurting the next day. And seeing him at the expo, he's like, you good? I said, I'm good. And then last year I went, he seen me, he said, he said, you better meet me down at the lobby here in about 2 hours. I said, dude, I'm out. I can't do it tonight.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Wow, man. When I go to ICAST, I film videos and stuff, so as soon as I can get out of there, I try to get a couple videos uploaded. So by the time everybody's going out and having shenanigans, I'm over here trying to, man, is this thing ever getting uploaded to YouTube? That way when Taxman comes, I'm like, hey, look, the proof's up here, man. I was there. So,
man, that's awesome, man.
Jonah Laura, here you go. This is straight for you, Eric. Best balsa crankbaits on the market now at retail. Balsa at retail.
If you want a Bagley's remake, I'm gonna go with the Ira C.
Dude, I almost bought some. I got on eBay and started looking for Ira C's, and they're not bad. $24.
23 now.
Ira C's good.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I like the black label balsa stuff. 15,
no doubt about it.
I really want to throw the wreck that's supposed to be the E1. Got some good looking colors. Got
no doubt.
Got the root beer chartreuse.
Yep.
Got me a table rock.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, the best one that I like. I showed it earlier, man. When TK puts up these, that's a Marty Burns. That little joker right there is dynamite from Tacklecraft. So hopefully Tacklecraft will get restocked. But you talk about paint schemes like nobody's business, and for $24,
dude,
man,
Jimmy Eder makes
bill.
Jimmy Eder makes a pretty nasty crankbait.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but can you get them?
Well, here's a story on them. Brian Spanky Lambert from the Tackle Traps on here. Amazing store there in Boaz, Alabama. If you're a Daiwa guy, you got to check out the Tackle Trap. But anyway, so when I first got them, I got one or one when I was going to. They were only like $20. And this is how this wood bait thing and Facebook works. Well, then one guy's like, well, I'm going to start putting them on eBay because he only did a limited run, but he had them priced right. Well, this guy buys a bunch, then sticks them on eBay, and then they're going for $40, $50. Then he's like, well, let me just get with Jimmy, and then we'll make our own eBay store and just start listing them at $100. But don't make too many; just make enough we can put on eBay. I don't like that. I don't think that's good for people that are looking for hard to get stuff. But Brian Lambert says they got some eaters or eaters. In stock on the store website. That's go ahead, Brian. Type the website. Put the Tackle Trap on there. Go support small businesses, man.
Yeah, man, I'm all about it, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Jawjacker, Rob Cochran.
Oh, Rob Cochran.
For the money, maybe. For the money.
Have you ever been to the Knoxville? Have you ever been to the Knoxville show? I
so want to go, dude. He's selling them for what, 12 or 14?
$12.
It doesn't make any sense.
And then he does the J1s, his his E1. I think they're 16 or 18. No, $20. But still.
Hold on. Let me show you. I don't know how I'm grabbing these baits this fast because that's not normal.
All right, Chris wants to know what size RC do you think is most comparable to the E1 Pluto?
I'll show you the bait. Give me a second.
We are back on wood baits again.
But that's a nice little wobbler style jawjacker.
Yes. His wobbler is it called a J wobbler?
Yeah. I'm trying to get one out, man. It's hard to pull. Oh, this is my favorite color called Sneaky.
That's scary me.
I can't believe I'm showing it. If anybody fishes against me on the upper bay, you better not throw this if you can get it. Damn.
That's why guys are driving 500 miles to buy $1,000 of jawjackers at a time.
All right. That color's called Sneaky?
Mm-hmm. That's almost a full Tennessee shad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
That is sneaky.
They eat it, and they eat it in the flat side.
What is it about those IU Tennessee shad colors that catch fish?
I don't know. So natural.
Yeah.
So natural. And here's his mama, Jay. You talk about a rod shaking. And this reminds me of a Killer B2 action. For you Killer B2 freaks out there, they can't find it. That's his mama, Jay, Coffin Bill, Lexan, hard, thumping, damn.
That's all you can say. Mm-hmm. So supposedly at the Knoxville, East Tennessee Fishing Show,
they wouldn't eat that during the spawn, would they?
Absolutely crush that sucker.
Dude, is that filthy?
It's filthy. So listen to this. There were people lined up to get into the show.
Yeah.
And everyone assumed they were going into the show. That was the line. It was going outside into the parking lot just to get to his booth and get jawjackers. Sold out in
come on, man.
Sold out in the first day.
No, he didn't.
LGC, JBC, Kevin, Eric, one of you help me with a couple baby pigs? Make sure they're legit. Get into Eric's Instagram inbox at Epic Eric Official. He'll let you know if they're legit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, good luck finding a legit one.
Chris Hensley, I'm a pencil popper similar to the one. My feedback on the I'm a Little Stick is Justin Atkins won the Force Wood Cup on it. It's a good bait. It's a great bait.
So this is let me get the WEC one. Hold on, so you guys can compare size to the IRC.
Hey, email me LGC. I'll forward it to Eric. See what he said. Here's my email. BaxterTheBaitman at gmail.com. The easiest thing to ever remember.
I'm trying to show too many things at once, but I'll bring it. Don't let me not show the baby pig like an OG and then a remake.
I found some Stickmans. I spent about an hour today looking for them. I couldn't find none.
right there, brother. A stick
How much
man pig.
subscribers we got now?
That looks good.
I know we have 1,000.
You know, so that's your OG. That's your OG pig. And then a remake of the pig.
You know,
I'm not doing a good job.
no, Stickman does a really good job. I mean, it's close.
Damn close. But you know, do you really want to spend a couple $100 on it? All right.
Stop.
So who asked the question about the Irish Sea?
St. Cress.
St. Cress. Here you go, St. Cress. This is for you, brother. So this is the Irish Sea.
Stop. There's still.
And this is the the Irish Sea is this one. And this is the WEC one. I don't know if I'm doing a good job. Am I doing a good job, Baitman? So the WEC one's a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner in the tail, but man, that's anybody's toss up right there.
Now the do that again. Let me see the butt end. Are the hook hangers in the same direction?
No, Irish Sea has turned his. So, and then the zoom is up and down.
Do you think that makes a difference?
I don't know, man. And then, well, I think more modern crankbaits are going to the way Irish Sea's doing it. See how he turned it here and then zooms in line.
Dude, that root beer's nasty.
Yeah, the root beer is filthy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, the bill angle, let's check the bill angle. It looks like the WC one's got a little bit more length, not quite as wide. I mean, it's damn close. I'll show you the bill without trying to get hooked. So there's the bills. Can you see the bills all right?
Yeah.
Man, that's very close.
Irish Sea might be like 2 millimeters wider, maybe.
It might be. And then look at the ass end. So you might get a little bit more tail kick with this bait.
It's a little bit more rounded on the WEC.
Yeah, and thinner. And thinner. So I know I'm showing you different colored baits. So anyway, that's a pretty good comparison. And then, you know, I could go grab a Bagley because, you know, this is the Balsa V1. Or, right?
I don't know what that is.
This is an interesting question. Damn, we still got over 1,000 viewers.
What?
He says, why do the eyes always look so weak on those style crankbaits? You know what I mean? They look like they got lazy eyes.
Yeah.
No one ever puts like 3D eyes. They just paint them on there.
This is called Shrek 2.
I like that one.
And the model is Old Dan, which is like a Killer B3. And I'm loving this color right here. This is called Blue Cephas. Dude, check that color out, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, Blue Cephas. That's the one I almost bought on eBay.
That's the one.
Fall, Kentucky Barkley Lakes, Stump Flat. Get out here.
Forget it.
Dude, I shot at a catfish that was spawning in a Goodyear tire the other night bow fishing, and I missed it. I had one shot, and I shot under it. And I missed the tire, too, because I knew if I missed the fish, I was probably getting in the tire. But we can shoot catfish here where I live. I know bow fishing's big there. The Potomac, man, they shoot them snakeheads all the time.
Dude, they're out all the time, man. Yep.
I've learned a lot about fish and where they're at, how they spawn, just by going and observing when I'm bow fishing. It's
oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Listen, when we start seeing gizzard shad and bass and bluegill, we always run into the junk fish. So that's, if you're out bass fishing and you run into some common carp or buffalo, dude, I promise you there's bass around. Cause
oh wow,
there's a reason they're all in there, whether it's bait or you know, stuff on the bottom. You know, the carp and stuff, they like the little mussels and stuff. Well, guess what bass like? They like mussels. They like those mussel beds. So.
Oh wow, Dustin said his father had like a catfish balsa bait. That's pretty cool.
I've seen a catfish glide bait.
No way.
Yeah, it looked nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I almost bought it.
So here you go. I'll throw up a zoom hickey, a baby pig, and a mutt, and then the what you call it, the stickman bait. So that's the original baby pig. Here's the mutt right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
From WEC. Zoom. Whoop. Whoa. She gone now. I don't want to step on that. Give me a second.
All right. Quit running in and out. They can't hear me talk because the door volume.
So, I mean, you know. Damn. That's the mutt versus the baby pig.
What color mutt's that? Is that anchovy?
That's anchovy.
Dude,
Looks like
nasty.
anchovy.
It's nasty.
So the you know, the bill is almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, man, it's hard to tell. But the baby pig is a thicker bait than the mutt. So it's going to thump a little bit harder. This might be a little bit tighter action. Yeah, so they're all close, man. But for my money, not that I wouldn't want to zoom, I'm getting that stick man right in the middle.
Yeah, dude, looks good.
You know, because I mean, he's what, in the 20s right now?
Yeah.
I used to get him for 12.
Man, I found a bunch on eBay, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and I didn't buy them because I was going to message you and be like, dude, is this the guy you're talking about? And then they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, good question.
Go ahead.
You prefer circuit board Lexan or Lexan on wood? Depends on a flat side. I actually like circuit board.
I mean, for me, I want Lexan because I don't want any extra length on the bill. And they all catch them.
Absolutely.
You know, and the circuit board is going to last a lot longer, right? And the circuit board's got a little more action. So, you know, if I'm digging and it's popping, and I mean, you're not, are you really going to get more springy action on a circuit board bill? I don't know, but it's thinner, cuts the water quicker. But the Lexan, if it just doesn't add any length to the bait.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the true size of a shad.
Right.
So there are some zooms that he would make by special request, and a lot of his zoom models, you know, have Lexan lips, and then a lot have, you know, circuit board, like the wobbler.
Yeah.
You know, but he made some wobblers with Lexan for special requests.
Absolutely.
Because some guys are kooky about that. You know, they'll grind a bait down to nothing, and then that's it, and try to get a bill replaced. You know, but I mean, it's in your head. I mean, that thing's moving fast. Does it really matter, or is it just in my head? I
think it's a little bit of both, but
it might be.
I've always thought circuit board where I lived, it deflected a little bit different.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it makes.
I mean,
I will say this: I've yet to throw a deep crank that dives 15+ foot with the circuit board lip that swims worth of crap.
Right.
I do not think it cuts the water right.
So that's the E3. Notice he does not have a circuit board lip. That's a Tennessee shad.
That's Mark Menendez is looking for those right there. If you got some to spare, you need to get in his DMs. He's like, the only Ed Chambers on want's E3, and I can't find them. So
there's the old Bagley compared to, you know, WEC3, and that's my, you know, here's another WEC3, and yeah, I got two. Oh, I got a few.
And you don't have to throw these style we're talking about right here. These are not spinning gear baits. Just bait casts. 7 foot,
bait casts,
medium heavy, moderate action though.
Yeah, when the shads start to get on the wood in the fall or in the spring, you want a bigger bite instead of a 1.5. Get yourself a 3, like a BDS 3, because you can still find them. I mean, the American-made ones from Lucky Craft still catch them. But I want to throw a bigger bait.
You want that dude? That old BDS 3 chartreuse black back and the matte finish. Oh man, that's caught some good ones.
Hold on, man.
It's a rod thumper too.
Oh yeah, man. Let's see if I can get my BDS box out real quick, because you know I'm a fan. That's that's my thing, man. I like a BDS bait, brother.
You know they're making the 2s again. I'm starting to see them show up everywhere in the USA series. Always bargain bin. A buddy of mine he said he bought a dozen for $50.
I know that's hurting you, brother.
That's it. That's the one. The one I've got to find mine. It's got to be at my dad's. It is 8 up. Like it, the black has got teeth marks all over it. And so my story on that is I'm fishing with my buddy named Joel, and Joel's a terrible fisherman. I don't want to say terrible.
These are my backups, but the ones that I fish are upstairs.
My buddy Joel is the guy that I can always rely on and say, hey, you want to go fish? And he's there. So we're fishing one fall, Kentucky Lake. Tough day. I caught one 4-pounder, and he caught a couple dinks.
Yeah.
I pull in this little creek arm, I never had fished it, so this looks good.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to pull a mic out, and I'm going to tie me on a square bill. I digged, and I was like, well, I'll throw this BDS he gave me. That one you just showed. For 20 minutes, running down this creek arm. It's got riprap every cast.
Oh.
And what it was, there's two big rows of stumps that ran out from it. And I didn't even know till the water got lower. Those fish were sitting on the outside of those stumps, and I'd run that thing into them. And they would just, They weren't big, lots of 14 inches, but I caught 2 or 3, 3.5 pounders. From then on, I cranked that wheels off that thing, and that bait doesn't hang up.
So were you a fan back in the day of like the RC 3.5 and the 2.5 and the bigger baits?
Not really. I like the.
Why?
I like the BDS better. I did like the RC 2.5.
Yeah.
And the RC wakes. You got any of them?
Yeah, of course.
The 2.5s that are the jointed wakes. Yeah, those are nasty.
I got them. How about the Fat CB SR, the shallow runner?
That's a really good one. Very underrated. The flat side. The flat CB SR.
Yeah.
That's nasty. That bait has a lot of flash on it.
Can we put like our own hook on it?
I custom painted that.
That looks good.
That's my nail polish. But then hold on.
I'm gonna start putting my wife to work. She's good with nails.
There you go. That's your Matt Chartreuse
That's
right
it,
there,
man.
brother. Mm-hmm.
Gonna answer a few questions real quick. On a 6XD throwing 12-pound line, Baitman. Silas, I actually start with 10-pound fluorocarbon one. I use Sunline Assassin, 10-pound, and I throw that on a 10XD. I have thrown 12 if I'm out of 10, but I really get a lot more bites on 10. I mean, it's a risk reward. It's kind of a deal. If I practice with 12, and if I catch them, I'll go to 10 in a tournament.
Yeah.
Clayton's asking, do you store your balsa crank separate from your other crankbaits?
100%. They're all balsa together generally. I might throw a box together, like if I'm co-angling with somebody, one of my team partners, and I'm in the spring, I'm going to throw a spring mix little thin Plano together. Because I know what I'm going to throw. I know what I catch them on. I don't need 100 baits. I've got my 3 favorite flats. I've got, my 3 favorite shad wraps, right? So I know what I'm bringing to the party. So I'll mix. But that's really the only time that I'll do that. Here's an unknown, very little known Lucky Craft. Do you know anything about this one? So this is the Fat CB MR wide action. Check out that bill, dude.
Yes. I've got a buddy who has some of those. A lot of people don't know about that bait.
They don't. It's a silent bait, like all the CBs. But anyway.
We got questions just flying in.
I mean, I know, man. We
got to slow down for a second. We got to get a moderator. We need to get Jimmy in here to moderate. Because then Jimmy and I can talk some dirt cars a little bit.
I would love to get Jimmy on.
Hey,
man.
that was so funny when you talked about him driving his midget. He got so pissed. He's like, it's not a damn midget.
That's just my ignorance on, racing.
Let's see. Mayfly hatch. I like a G Splash or P70 or that a little bitty prop bait, man. Something that makes some noise but doesn't go very far. Baitman 6 cents top 3 cranks in order. It's a tough one. I'm going flat 75X. The Cloud C15 I really like. And then I'm going with the 100X square bill. I mean, those are good ones. So. Chris says, Eric, why haven't you designed your own boss or plastic? I'm waiting on you to retire.
I got some ideas for some plastics. I'd love to design a plastic bait. I might be getting up with like Z baits and making one, man. I got some ideas. I actually cut baits apart, welded stuff together, and scorched them. I had that little tool that is it still back here? Oh yeah, right here. So this little joker, Berkeley made it. Anybody remember that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would you could weld baits back together. It's ruined. I don't know. I can't get it to work anymore. But I would cut parts off baits and weld it together and then go fish it. So anyway, yeah, man. So that's the P70 everybody's been asking about. Craig Powers was a master with that. There's some great articles on him throwing that P70, man. I only got a handful, so I don't throw them. But I got a bunch of those ones that don't knock. But here's the thing with this, dude. My ball, like in some of mine, would get stuck.
Yeah.
You know, like if I shake it hard, there we go, it's knocking again. But like if you cast this thing, that ball might get stuck in the back and not knock during the tree. So I'm not sure that it matters.
So remember the Lucky Craft CD20?
Yeah.
I've never seen Mike Otten get mad when we were trying to film on Barkley Lake. And he had a school freaking fired up, good ones. And he'd cast that, and he'd just helicopter. And that ball bearing was getting stuck, and he kicked the Lowrance off his boat.
No, dude.
Like, got mad, drop kicked it. And I said, dude, now how you going to get back up on your waypoint? And he looked at me, and he was like, good point. Luckily, he knew triangulation, but...
Somebody said the braid cutter, worminizer. Man, I guess they still, you can make that. You know, you can get that.
Someone mentioned that Norman Fat Boy. That's a really, really good one. Hey, we got 1,000 viewers. We got to get more than 140 likes. I said 400 likes, and I'd go crazy. We'll do some crazy giveaway.
All right, I'm trying to find the one bait that I wanted to bring out. It's a big topwater bait, and it had the same problem, man. That joker was one of the best topwater baits of all time, walker baits for me. And it once that ball broke through that back chamber, it was done. It would never work the same again. You know what I mean?
A lot of it too is the way they cast. Once that thing locks up, that weight transfer is a good deal, but you know, if it locks up, you're kind of stuck. It makes them helicopter, and they don't sit in the water the same either.
Yep. True. What was I going to ask you about? Oh, man, I had a great question for you, dude. Dang. How about the man's chug and spit? What you know about the man's chug and spit, bro?
It's an old school.
The man's chug and spit. So that thing had like a hole in the bill, right? Like in the cup, and water would pop out the top. But this was a really loud bait, man. And it's super long, so it's about the same. It's not as fat as the P70, but it's. And this joker, I don't know why they love it so much, man, but they eat that thing.
That one's been chewed.
I got a baby bass in here. I got crazy with my tails, so I experimented with some tail options. So check this out. Tell me if anybody ever did this. Instead of a feather, here's what I did. I used frog hair, if I can get it apart here. And so this is my baby bass one, and look what I did, man. I tied a skirt with frog hair silicone. If that was sitting in the water, man, and I whacked them on like a black version of this, but I never brought the baby bass out. But I guess post spawn, that'd be a good color, right?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about this bait. I know the answer, but people's commented about this. I'm not a fan. I don't catch them on it.
What's that? Hold on. Fairy dust. That's right.
Mega Bass Pop Max. I don't catch them on it.
I don't either. Me either. That's one of the things that look. I mean,
I love this color. It's called moss. It's like this chug bug used to make that color. It was called something spooky snake or something like that, in a color like this. And I crush them on Pop Max.
There's my Pop Max, man. I don't know why. I've thrown it.
Looks freaking good. I can't catch them on it.
I mean, you can't beat a Rico though. Come on now.
Freaking Rico's nasty.
You can't beat the Ricos. You can't beat. How about the Lucky Craft G Splash?
G Splash. That's my deal, man. I love the G Splash. They make a color. If you ever find it, it's called Laser Rainbow Trout.
You know I got some.
You got a Laser Rainbow Trout in there?
If you know I got some, man. Come on now. How about the S8, the Lucky Craft S8?
I haven't thrown that one. That's more on that, got more of a Rico profile, correct?
Yeah, so no, it does not. So let me get a Rico for you. I'll compare it for you. Let me pull out a Rico. I got a Rico. That's a Rico. I got a couple Ricos in here. Hold on. So that's the Lucky Craft S8. Look how long that joker is, and that's your little Rico.
Right.
This is a way longer bait. And then this is your, G Splash.
Love that G Splash, dude.
And they got the G-Splash 80 and what, 65?
Yeah.
Man, you know I could tie a feather tail, bro. I got some fly tying skills right there. Don't tell me that ain't saucy right there.
It is.
You got to use chicken feathers, though, man. The quality of your feathers matters. And then, how about this? How about the Yellow Magic Plus?
The big one. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So Rico, so that's kind of like Rick Clunn's shave down popper.
Yeah.
You know, when he would shave his down, not the Rick Clunn, the Zell Roland, when he would shave it down. So that's a really narrow. I mean, it's but for the size of it, you know, because here's your Rico, and then this is the Yellow Magic Plus. I mean, once again, a much longer bait, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a longer minnow profile.
Levi Howard wants to know if I don't know if I can pronounce this. Catacuzzi Lazy Ike worth anything?
The Lazy Ikes?
Yeah.
Man, it's like a vintage. It's vintage. I don't think it's super expensive.
Oh, speaking of Zell Rowland, someone mentioned it. He is done. I was told Zell has officially retired from bass fishing.
Really? Are you sad, man?
I love Zell. He's different. I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just really dry. A great, obviously legendary topwater fisherman. I think, though, with so many new techniques and stuff, he's kind of been passed by.
Gotcha.
But dude, Zell was a hammer.
Yeah. I mean, no doubt, man. He caught him. There's no question about it. Here's a little sleeper bait. This was part of my game plan for.
No, he didn't pass away. He's not fishing the Elite Series or FLW or anything anymore. Let's not get all Bill Dance here. He hadn't passed.
No, I didn't do the Zell Roland Rick Purcell modified pop R's, but my buddy did, man. Yeah, Brian Yellow Magic for sure. Man, the Zellmander Lizard.
Yeah.
Remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yep. This is a loud one for you. The old Johnny Rattler, man.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is a walking, talking, and there's another version of it. Who the hell makes that?
You get you some old blues, man.
What's that?
Gilmore Jumper.
Oh, right.
Gilmore Jumper's a good one.
How about Charlie Campbell passing away, man? The original spook master, bro. I mean, it was really cool to read some articles about why he didn't like the new spooks and how they changed it. You know what I mean? And having that line tied to the nose, and it was a thinner walled plastic.
That's because Pradco owns them, and they. I work for them. I've never seen a company have such good things, and all of a sudden they just change stuff. I don't get it. I know what they're doing. They're trying to get the price down. They want more margins. Yeah. Dude, you know as well as me.
They made that bait. They made that bait thicker walled that stand up to the muskies and stuff. And Charlie said they ruined it because it was less responsive. I mean, because the thinner walled older ones, you know, thinner walled plastic, way more responsive bait. So he could walk it around a stump and then slow it down, and it was just way more responsive than the thicker body bait sitting heavier in the water.
I tell you, he's a good spook fisherman, and I learned this was Edwin Evers is actually a really good spook fisherman. When I was in the boat with him filming a long time, he was like, "Can you two-step a spook?" I'm like, "What?" And he'd throw it by a cedar tree where if I was walking it, I would just get hung in the tree, and he'd get it about 6 inches from it. And he'd make it do like 3 steps just to the right, and then all of a sudden bring it back in straight. And it was pretty impressive. Edwin's a good fisherman, man. Yeah, those guys at that level though, they know so much stuff like that. Dude, that Boeing, that's a Benton, Kentucky original. H&T Balsa Baits, Jeff Thompson, he's the one that invented the Boeing lure.
Did you use them?
Yeah, dude, smashed them.
Yeah, I mean, people hate on that lure a little bit, man. But the first time I met Travis, went out on Champlain, and he's on some riprap, and I'm throwing that Boeing lure, and they're whacking the shit out. You could hear it. I could throw it as far as I could. You could hear the thing going click, click, click. I mean, it was loud. I had a Boeing I was looking at a minute ago. Why didn't I bring that up?
So there's been like 4 versions of that bait.
What do you mean? I bought the early ones.
You're good. You're good.
What did they change it to and ruin it like everybody else ruins?
I think
once it starts to sell. That just
I don't
sucks.
mean this to sound mean, but the guy that owns the company now, he doesn't fish. The owners of the company, they're not fishermen; they're businessmen.
Oh,
A pro
there
tip:
you
if
go.
you start a fishing company and you have investors, advisors, make sure they fish.
yeah, right.
I mean, it's still good bait, and you still catch them. I'm not telling people not to go buy them because you can catch fish, but that first batch of Boeings that
Those run
Jeff
was
Thompson
good.
was putting out were freaking nasty. Now they would bust. You would get some that break and whatnot, but
Yeah.
he had to. Dude, it's all about that wall. If you get that thin, nice wall, and he had that piano wire, he wouldn't ever tell me what gauge. Actually, he was using guitar string at first.
Was he really?
I think the new ones are piano wire. But he tried multiple different. You got your E, A, G, D string. He wouldn't ever tell me which one it was.
Really?
But he said they'll all make a different noise.
What? Man, I'm trying to find my Boeing, man. It might be in my box. I thought I had a few down here, but I'm struggling. That's the only one I was struggling to find. I thought I saw one. I had a box with one in it. Damn it. Anyway, because I want people to hear the sound, man.
I thought I had one. The one I got's broken. It just rattles.
Does it? Oh, yeah, you boinged it up, man.
I did.
It's been boinged up. How about the Zell Roland Pop R, man? Nobody even talks about that, the Super Pop R.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a sleeper, bro.
He's got that small one, but that Super Pop R is nasty.
This is the one we're talking about, everybody. That's that Zell Roland Super Pop R.
Oh, yeah.
Do not sleep on that bait right there. It's one of my favorite colors, baby bass. Got that little holographic foil deal in.
Am I going to have
I
to
guess-
pull my CP70 out?
You are.
Okay. I actually combined my topwater boxes.
Oh, here's a Boeing. I got it. This is the snakehead version.
Yeah, that's a Boeing.
There you go. Listen to this thing, man.
If you do it real slow, you hear it go that whoop. Yeah, the
Can you hear
6
it?
cents. The 6 cents makes a freaking good popper too. I don't like the big giant one, but
Oh, the thing with the cup mouth.
yeah. So a guy that worked for
What's it called? What's it called?
Here it is right here. I knew I had one. The Splashback 70. They make the
Splashback.
80. The 80's really it's big. This 70 isn't that small. I love that blue
Yeah.
color. But it sits in the water good, spits good, but it walks. But the big one, I'm not a fan of. It's just too big. I think it's too big for the way they made this bait, and it doesn't sit right. But this one will. But before I show the CP70, for those that's never seen it, I sent Mr. Powers a DM. Number one, he said, I'll do a podcast with you. He said, if I
What?
can figure out how to do it. I said, that's all right. I'll just come to your house, and we'll talk baits and film it. He said, we can do that too. And I said, well, here's the deal. You sent me a CP70, bought it from you. I've got a lot of people wanting this thing. And he said he had some stuff going on. He was working on some new tools. And he said, I'm going to have some. And I said, well, people need a way to get this bait without having to contact you and bug you. So we're going to do some talking. I'm going to get my website going up again. And I'm going to see if Craig is going to, well, I'll buy them just like a tackle dealer. Some of these CP70s, and then we'll have a Baitman exclusive.
What is the deal with the CP70? Made out of what?
I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear it,
It's not balsa.
but shake it.
It's silent.
Oh, what?
Yes. I wonder if this is some kind of resin.
Hold it up right now in front of you on your Skype. Just not for the camera, for I want to see what you just did right there for me. A little bit higher for me. Okay, and then point it towards me real quick. Oh, so is that a Rebel bait?
No, this is his hand.
He makes his
I think this is handmade deal. I don't know.
what?
Well, I mean, look, here's a.
Yeah, that spitting image was badass too, man. Damn, there's so many good lures.
So there's the. Here you go. There's
Oh, yeah.
P70, CP70. Left, right.
Yeah, and the CP70 doesn't knock.
Guess
But
what
that
that
one
does.
does. Wow. The Bass and Panda, me and Baitman, we're not fans of the Mega Bass Pop Max.
I guess, you know what? There's some baits you just don't catch them on, and that's one I just don't catch them on.
I don't know why, man. Evergreen bait's our money, man, for sure.
That new Piccolo crankbait, I like it.
Levi Howard said he made up some homemade Ned heads, man.
Sure, man.
50 with a 2-aught mustad.
Sure, man.
I might want some of those. Is it weedless? Is it weedless?
Yeah, I'll take them net heads. I'll give you a shout out. Send up here. We'll do the unboxing. Whatever we got to do.
Dang. I'd like to jump in on that action.
Dude, that spitting image is a pretty nasty bait. And they made one that wakes.
Yeah.
It's like a waking image, too. Maybe.
Yeah, it's the waking image. I got them. Yeah, man. That was a sneaky little bait back in the day. For sure.
We peaked out, from what I was told, is 1,087 viewers.
Wow.
We still, according to my phone, we still got 1,000 watching right now.
That's crazy, man.
1,059.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
It must. I don't know. Maybe we're at peak time somewhere else in the United States, and they just like, oh, what's this redneck guy and this guy graybeard guy talking about?
Oh, thank you, Levi. Look at what frickin' Sean Lai sent me, dude. A DT flat in Demon.
No, that's not Demon.
That is Demon.
No way. That's Brown Crawdad.
No, it's Demon.
Is it really?
Demon.
Turn it back. It is Demon. It just looked really brown. I guess your white balance off, dude. That's nasty. That's the one. There's only. Oh God, dang it! Now I gotta get the flat sides out.
He hooked me up, man.
Sean Lai, that's awesome, my friend.
I know, right?
But here's the DT flat box. I think I'm looking at 3 Demon flats.
Wow.
Dude, this one's money here too, bud.
Show me.
It's even rarer than Demon. I hardly ever find this one.
All right. Let's throw up some sexy demons. Oh, what is that one?
It's just that orange. I don't know. It's just bright orange with that.
Dude, like goldfish.
Yeah. It's nasty. Someone tell me. Dude. I forgot the name of this color.
I bet you'd want that one for the Tennessee River.
Did you find that on eBay?
Yeah, you know I bought them.
I almost bought that. There's a guy. The guy that painted that DT6 for me, that Mark Collins guy's been painting some nasty stuff, man. Looks good. I'm not gonna lie, there's one guy that's painting some DT flats. He's just straight ruining them. I'm like, dude, I know you're trying to paint. Don't paint classic baits like that and mess them up.
Right. I mean, on my river, the Fire Tiger's hard to beat, man.
I got a Fire Tiger DT flat. Now I got to get these back in. Look at this freaking mess, guys. That's all you get in a lure lock box, though. You can get about that many, and that's
it.
They won't be tangled.
This is the thin box I'm talking about. See how thin that is?
I like that.
And so I can get like some really nice, probably 4 or 5 of these boxes in that backpack I'm talking about. That spider wire backpack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that does me right in the spring, man. I'm good. I'm square.
Now that wasn't hot mustard. That's man. I think it's just called orange craw or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Adams says mule. That might be it. It's an odd color, man. You do not find it very often.
Yeah.
But I got.
Hey, Dan Glenn, it's a spider wire backpack.
Spider wire.
They made 2 sizes of that backpack. They made a small one, like a shoulder sling, which I really love if I know exactly what I'm doing. And then they made a big one, which I really like if you're really, you know what I mean? Yeah, JP, yeah, man. Die buzzing, heavy hitter. Yep, absolutely, man. Shady Banks. I don't do a lot of deep cranking, man. I'm probably in that 6 to 8, 8 to 10, but that's about where it stops for me because I'm a river cranker.
Give me that deep crank.
And then when I'm yeah right. I know no, but I mean I'm not fishing areas, and the guys that I fish with down in the Carolinas where we could be deep cranking, we're dirt dobbing all the time. So
yeah, man.
I don't get a chance to crank 15, 20 feet.
What's good is there's not been any derbies on Pickwick or Kentucky Lake, maybe a few Gunnersville. Dude, in 2 weeks, me and my boy Jake Lawrence are going to go out. I'm going to get that big. Hopefully we get a big plug deal going because I got a couple tricks of that 10XD. It's
how you like that old school lime truce right there.
I like that,
dude. And then hey now. What color is that?
Cantaloupe.
I found some, dude.
Dude, I got my ass kicked on it.
Come on, man.
Yeah, my buddy Matt Robertson on him. He won 2 derbies today on Kentucky Lake.
What?
Yeah, he entered 2 derbies and won them. Had 22 pounds of browns. He had one largemouth, but most of it was spawning.
22 browns. Oh,
said he caught him on swim bait.
What?
He ain't lying. If he tells you what he told me, he said, I don't have to lie. I feel confident in my fishing. I can tell guys exactly what I caught. I'm not worried about them.
Right.
Red crawdad was that color. Thank you, Joe Hoskins.
Man, I wish they'd keep making that color in anything.
Here's the Risto wrap.
So the Risto wrap, that's one of those ones that Calvin Johnson would modify.
Yes, and put the rattles in.
Yeah, he'd rattle it and then he'd change out the lip. Yeah, the Rico and the Rio, man, they're very, very different baits, Sean. Very different baits. I mean, Rio is huge compared to the Rico. You know what I mean? Yeah, Shady Banks, man. Scrounger will catch them on my waters. Definitely in rivers for sure. Think of a scrounger head as a finesse chatterbait. So if you're in a grass bed in a tournament and there's a bunch of dudes throwing chatterbaits and the bite dies, put a scrounger on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's cool about a scrounger is it's one of those baits I don't think anyone's found its max potential. I know that Jason Lambert has smashed them. Aaron Martin's, he was a finesse deal, but there's so many things you can put on the back. You can really experiment with that thing. I think we're just scratching the surface. Dude, I think a scrounger with an underspin could be really nasty.
That's something.
Hopefully Boyd ain't watching Steal My Thunder. But it doesn't have to be a big blade. You're going to have just a little bit of flash. Now, you can get those owner flashy blades now. They have it on Sale Academy. Imagine putting that little flashy blade on that scrounger.
Oh, yeah, man.
Or just screw it into your Jerky J or something, because you glue the Jerky J on, so hopefully your blade ain't going to fly.
Yeah, they got those screw-in blades that you can add to it, like man. They sell those.
Yeah, put a humdinger blade onto the
bottom
got
of
the Jerky
J.
J.
Dude. Yeah, how about a humdinger blade on the back of a Senko?
Forget about it. That works.
They eat that thing, man.
That works.
Damn right that works. I was flipping that thing in the bushes. I was catching lots of bass. I mean, like little punks to, I didn't catch any big ones that day, but a couple went in the box that we weighed in. We didn't have a stellar tournament, but it added to the limit. That's for sure. Yep.
Yeah, man. That's dude. It's midnight here.
It's 1 o'clock where I am. Dude, you rocked it, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have. I mean, not that I want to, and we still got 1,000 people watching here. But
what are they waiting for?
No, actually, we're dropping. Our numbers are dropping. We're down to 952. So you know what?
No. Hey, it's a good night when you say your numbers are dropping. 952.
Yeah, I need you to send me that screenshot or whatnot of the 1,000 or somebody did.
Yeah. I did a video and added to my story. I should have tagged you, and let me see if I can. Can you edit your story?
I don't know.
Because I was trying to do it so fast. Now, I'll send you the video, and you can post it on yours.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on Facebook. Thanking everybody. Never had 1,000. So, I'm going to end it. Guys, thumbs up. Eric.
Unbelievable, right?
I'm glad you jumped in here, man.
Man, I'm so glad I came down to the Bass Lab and just let me see what's going on.
We're you know what? Next week is probably going to be. I'm going to do my favorite topic, which is deep crankbaits.
Oh my gosh!
I might see if I can get my fishing partner to come sit in here. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in to watch that one.
But you're more welcome to join in, split screen, whatever, anytime you're on here.
Man, thank you. I just sent it to you, Baxter, by the way, just on Instagram. So
awesome. Well, I appreciate everything, guys.
Man, thanks everybody out there.
The people
man,
is what makes us get on here and stream till midnight on Saturday nights. And guys, I can't thank you enough. Shop on the 6 Cents website. Use my code Baitman, 10% off. Getting that giveaway. Go follow Eric on Instagram. It's at Epic Eric Official. And send him lots of photos of baits. But I got to make a thumbnail here, so I'm gonna get off here, make a thumbnail, and then make sure y'all comment after the video uploads, so y'all can win some of that Black Dog bait stuff. So,
man, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to hear about the giveaways, man. You got some people excited about it. That's a really good giveaway package you got rolling there, man.
I think it is, man. That's my way of giving back. When they send stuff to me, I keep a little bit, but I give way more than I keep. So.
Oh, man, that's awesome, man. You generous guy. I appreciate that.
All right, guys, we're jumping off here. I'm going to end the stream, and then I'm going to tell Eric good night and tuck him in.